Wheel of Time, you say? I have no idea. But I do love this chair. It's great. Ooh, what's that? Hey, a pine cone. Mmm, smells delightful. Ah, let's get that out of here. Let's go. Man, my own bones are aching. I like going for a walk. Hey, that's a birdie. Look at that up there. I like birdies. Oh, what's that over there in the forest? Oh, you know what I could really go with? A tree hug. Wonderful. Oh yes, good old Flopsy Beard man. How are you guys doing? I see. There's at least five of you here. It's my birthday, you know, and here I am streaming. I have no idea what I'm gonna cover or who I'm gonna cover it with or whatnot, but I do know that. Thank you, Neporial. I see your well wishes over there. Uh, and I know Brian is live right now, so go bother him and give him a good little likey poo um, on his corporeal, and you know you can tell him he's a handsome devil or something. You know, in the meantime, you know, just because we love Brian, right? We love Brian. Brian is the best of men. He is the best of men. What's up, Salty's here. Thank you, Purple, for the well wishes. Jim, good to see you. I don't know if you guys can hear the television in the background, but my kids are hanging out in the room. Man, I have the worst story. I have the worst birthday story ever. It actually fucking pissed me off, dude. Aldan, what the fuck? Dragonsteel is already sold out. Already. What are we gonna do, brah? What are we gonna do? Do they show up like on Ticketmaster or on eBay or something? Like I don't know. We got to get this sorted out, my man. We got to get Dragonsteel sorted out, man. We'll figure it out. Dude, you know that half the people that bought those are scalpers. Like they're gonna show up somewhere. Hopefully, they're just not like $8 million. Like I almost like when I messaged you on Discord, like I literally almost just bought one just because at that point they were available, and I was like, you know what? I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to make it, but maybe I should just buy one before the madness starts. And well, I guess jokes on me. The madness started immediately, and it was sold out immediately. So, uh, yeah, sad panda face, but I bet you we can still work this out. There's gotta be some backdoor sales or you know, yeah, that exactly. There's got to be scalpers going. But Dovian, they say Tobias again, the Mahil, the leader of the Black Tower, one of my longest Ashermen. How young are you? You're not a woman, and yes, I'm assuming your gender, so it's okay to ask your age. I don't care if you ask my age. I'm 22, right, Bella?
Totally.
Totally. See, my daughter backed me up. 22 years old. Young women can't lie, right, Bella?
Exactly.
So yeah, so right, so she confirmed it. I'm 20. What did I say?
Oh, you said 19.
I'm 19. Okay, so I'm 19. She says, Dovey. So I know, I look younger than that. But you know, let me get some music going in the background. I don't know why it's so quiet. No, really. Did you did you have your daughter when you were 10? Yes, actually, I have strong semen.
Sorry.
I just, yeah, she's embarrassed. Um, no, I'm actually, I am 44, Adobe. I am
Me
44 years
too.
old. Apparently, Bella, my daughter, is 44 as well. How about that?
I'm actually 45.
I kept my pimp hand strong at 6 years old. That's true. I mean, I had them bitches lined up. I don't know what to say, but yeah. So yeah, 20. Yeah, all you guys. Yeah, you guys. All you guys are like little young pups compared to me. So like, it makes me sad when you guys start like it's like fucking what Staple Bow is like 10 or some shit. Like what the hell? Why is he hanging out with this toxic crazy people, right? But yeah, so yeah, 44. Uh, sometimes I feel every bit of it. Sometimes I don't. But we're doing okay today. I'll tell you what, man. What a freaking night. What a freaking night. I'm still a young pup. Yeah, I guess in heart, right? So tonight was supposed to be like we're gonna go to dinner tomorrow because we were gonna go to dinner tonight, but we had to postpone because what's up?
I'm just listening to you.
Oh, Bella's waiting for me to explode here. Um, but so we were gonna go to dinner tonight, so we're gonna go do Mongolian barbecue tomorrow night. Okay, so that's gonna be fucking good. Like we're gonna go eat like the old people do. Go have like a 5 o'clock dinner. So we're gonna get out in front of that crazy crowd. So we're gonna go get our all-you-can-eat Mongolian barbecue tomorrow. But we're gonna do it tonight. But we postponed it because Easton had a spring concert today. So I was like, all right, cool, right? We'll go see Easton bust out his musical talents with his band from school, and it'll be a rocking good time. Are you hiding your head?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's sleeping.
Oh, okay. Mm. It'll be a rocking good time. We'll see him, go crazy on the drum kit, right? So we're myself is there, my father, my two kids, plus my brother and his family came to support Easton. And first they gave us the wrong time, so we got there like an hour too early. So we got to stand in the high school hallway for
With no Wi-Fi.
with no Wi-Fi. Yes, thank you, Bella. Bella is my backup today. With no Wi-Fi for like an hour, and then they finally let us into the building. So we get our seats. We had the best seats in the house because Ryan like started pushing and shoving people so we could get our seats. And we get there, and Easton's hanging out with his buddies until it's time for him to go on. They call the sixth graders up. He goes up, and yeah, so he plays the first one. He does great. He sounds wonderful. We can hear him all the way in the back of the auditorium. He's doing a great job, right? Killing it. Like we could hear that timpani drum like magic, right, Easton?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's still. I think he's still upset about it. He shouldn't be. But then all of a sudden he disappears. And it's like, well, what the hell is going on? So they play another song. They play another song, and I see Easton come out, and he's like, "There's this big boy out there. He's an eighth grader. He's like 800-pound
He looks
eighth
like
grader.
Augustus Gloop.
It looks like Augustus Gloop. That's a good rendition, I think.
Thank
So
you.
this is
Can
the
we
big
call him
yeah.
Augustus?
So he was basically we can call him Augustus. So Easton's trying to go over because he's supposed to play the chimes, and big Augustus Gloop over there is just going, no, I'm supposed to play the chimes. So Easton, being the young scholar and gentleman that he is, just doesn't cause a scene, lets Augustus play the chimes. Well, Augustus, of course, is an idiot and doesn't know how to play the chimes. So Easton is like, dude, why did I let this motherfucker take my chimes? But Easton's like, it's cool. It's like he's being diplomatic, right? So then the next song starts, and Easton goes to play. What was the other drum you were going to play? The big one? What's that?
Bass.
He was going to play the bass, and some long-haired nitwit, eighth grader, was in his way again, and basically, what's his name?
Emo boy.
Emo boy. Okay, emo boy is sitting there in front of the bass drum where Easton's supposed to be playing this time, and he won't move, and he's an eighth grade prick. Emo boy and Augustus Gloop are on team eighth grade loser apparently, and so Easton, again not wanting to cause a scene at the middle of a spring concert, backs off, and the teacher doesn't give him a role to play.
Emo boy also does not have his music.
Oh, that's true.
Oh.
Emo boy also did not have his music, and the teacher still told him to play instead of Easton. So emo boy and Augustus Gloop are both idiots and unprepared, and so Easton, being the kind, gentlemanly scholar that he is, gives emo boy his music so he doesn't fuck up the concert, and he goes he goes his merry way. and is being a huge team player. I'm very proud of Easton for the way he behaved today. And then the third song came, and guess what? Guess what? He goes to go line up with the at the drum he's supposed to play, and oh, guess what? There's no drum there. The music teacher didn't bring enough drums for everybody to play, so he didn't get to play that drum either. So out of the four songs that he was supposed to play tonight, he got to play one. And obviously he was extremely upset, which made us all extremely upset. We tried to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Snare drum situation.
Yeah,
One of the kids had to play bongos.
that's
Because
right.
there wasn't a
That's
there.
freaking right. So to get another kid playing, they put bong like they were short like two was it two or three snare drums?
There were 2 snare drums for like 10 percussion players.
So yeah, so two snare drums. I don't know where this music teacher learned to count,
Yeah.
but apparently it's retard school for retard.
Yeah,
I guess
there's
because
12 snare drums. And, I mean, 2 snare drums and like 12 kids back there for percussion. He went to school a lot. He has one he has one set of chimes, which one person can get on. He has 2 snare drums. He also tried to make people share the snare drum. Wait,
share the snare drums.
Yeah.
What
No.
kind of insanity is this?
One bass drum. One tom, which is fine because nobody plays tom, basically. Trumpets brought their own stuff. Bongos, there was one set of bongos that was fine. And then like
Come over here, talk.
and then he put he set up the timpanis weird because he had both of the big ones on the left side and the small ones on the right side. So if there were 2 people playing timpani, one person couldn't play timpani because they'd have to sit here going like hitting them like hard, like trying to hit them.
So complete disaster. So of course Easton is upset, as he should be, because his whole family is there. Thank goodness his mother didn't come make the trip, because if his mother made the trip, I think she may have decapitated this guy. But yeah, so he ended up not getting to play 3 out of the 4 songs. He was extremely upset, and then I go to talk to the teacher, right? So the family starts to leave, and yeah, buddy, you're all good. Thanks, buddy. So the family takes Easton out in the hallway, and I go to track down the teacher and like be like, hey, so what's the deal? Did he do something wrong? Like what happened? Like was he not playing his instrument correctly? Does he not know the material or something? What happened that led to him not playing? And the best part was when I walked up there, before I could even say anything, there were 3 other parents up there asking the music teacher the exact same question because their kids didn't get to play any of the other songs either. So there was like 3 kids who were sitting there upset with their parents asking why they didn't get to play, only got to play 1 out of the 3 songs. And I got up there and I'm like, I just want to make sure Easton like was good, like he didn't fuck up or something, right? And the dude immediately goes into whiny beta cuck, whiny, woe is me. I feel man, this like literally the teacher's like, man, these are the days that makes me really want to quit. I feel so bad. I have no help. There wasn't enough instruments. I never get any help doing this stuff and this, that, and the other, and yada 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 yada. Said nothing about apologize to Easton, like nothing. It was all him whining about not having enough help and how hard it is on him, and he feels so bad, and this, that, and the other, and it made me just want to punch him. Because it's like, dude, I don't give a crap how you're feeling. Do you see these 3 kids standing here while you make excuses for why you screwed up their night and made them feel completely inadequate and screwed up. And it's crazy that he's sitting there looking for sympathy from us parents who are now having to deal with our children being massively upset because they didn't get to play for their families. That's just the type of crap we're dealing with. You're good, Pony Boy. Don't worry about it.
I was excited to play every single one of those songs.
I know you were.
Played one of them.
Yeah, and you would have done way better than Emo Boy and frickin' Augustus Gloop. So
Okay, you know what I played? The one Emo Boy played, he did fine.
yeah, but he wouldn't have done fine without your sheet music. Jeez.
Can you get demonetized by cuss?
I don't care. I've cussed like 3 times, Bill.
Alright, awesome. Epic. Okay, I have a game plan though.
Okay.
So we go to is there like an orphanage local?
Is there an orphanage local? I don't know. Man,
Okay,
we're getting
let's
weird.
say there is hypothetically.
Okay.
Alright, let's say we go there, right?
Okay.
We gather up the orphans in the middle of the night.
We're gathering up orphans in an orphanage. Okay.
And we can, yes. So what I'm saying is, what we can do is we can gather the orphans, train them up over maybe a week. I don't know. How long does it take Okay, how long does it take to train an orphan?
How long does it, Chad? How long does it take to train an orphan?
We're gonna answer the chat here.
Instruments?
No, to fight.
To fight. Okay.
Let's
so,
say Hunger Games style
so-
training, where they're all they're doing is eating and fighting.
Hold on, one at a time.
So I'm thinking we need to train these orphans to fight,
Okay.
and then what we're gonna do? We gotta get him while he's vulnerable. We have to get him out his house, right? And we have to break in with I'm gonna say there's 17 orphans. We break in 17
orphans.
17 orphan children that we have trained in battle, and then we can stick them on them and we can watch them jump him. Watch them get jumped.
Well, don't threaten bodily harm to people. That could
No.
get
This is all because this is hypothetical.
Okay, hypothetical.
It's hypothetical, and also the guy is a robot.
Yes, this is all in Minecraft, Articus. That's right.
Yes.
All in Minecraft.
Yeah, it's Minecraft. And Steve came in and saved the day.
Oh, did he? Okay.
So that means
did he train all the orphans for us?
No, that was me.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm a
good.
master fighter.
So your plan is we find an orphanage, get the kids, train them to fight, and then deal out ruthless retribution.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like civilian justice.
Civilian justice. I like
if
it.
the school system doesn't do something
My daughter, ladies and gentlemen, my daughter.
Thank you. I'm here all night.
Yeah.
Probably.
DJ Ronnie G for $10. Happy birthday, Mr. of the Dragon. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that very, very, very much. Thank you. Matt, Mr. Man, Matt, happy birthday, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate that very much as well, my dude. Let's see. Dude guy says, sounds like the teacher needs a lesson in improvisation. Flip some trash cans over or some. Exactly. Dude, we were in a high school freaking auditorium. Just go back and steal some drums from the high school. It's crazy, right? Matt says, wow, is that your kid? He is going full Danzo Shimuri, the villains of Naruto. Which kid? Are you talking about, Bella or Easton? Probably both. They probably both went crazy. They'll go crazy. I don't know Naruto very much. So, oh my God, she's made an appearance. Had a counselor tell my son that she hoped he. Wait.
What?
Had a counselor tell my son that she hoped he got hit by a baseball after a month of communication with the principal and BOE. They swept it under the rug and basically told me to move on. You have to be crazy.
It's okay. We got enough orphans to go around.
When did you say that? When did you say, Ryan? Oh, there you go. If your son grows 6'7", he could play a good Rand. Dude, hell, he could play a good Rand right now. Randall Thor, King of the Druids. No. Bella is cool. Thank you, Salty. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Happy her awesome art. Yeah, hold on. I want to bring that up here. It's right here, Bella. I made it here. There he is. Boom. up in the corner there. There he goes.
He's a little guy.
Oh, you
He's
made
a little
that?
guy. Yeah, she's busy coloring it right now. So I know we're a little bit all over the place. So let's see. Matt says Danzo was famous for basically kidnapping orphans of dead ninjas and making them train. Wow, was this where you got that?
No, I haven't watched Naruto
Man,
before.
wow. Bella could have wrote Naruto videos apparently, or Naruto
I guess I
freaking
was born to
episodes.
become a Naruto
Naruto.
supporter.
I always called Naruto Nariti just to piss them off. It was great. Uh, he could also pass for a good Gowan, but a better version. Yeah, he could play Ran. I'm good with that. I'm good with you playing Ran. Yeah, Ryan is getting mega into Stormlight. I love it. He's like he finished Radiance and he blazed right through Edge Dancer, and then and now he's like a quarter through Oathbringer. So he is just like freaking going. So that makes me happy. Let's see here. I could play Ruark. That Ruark's cool. I'll take Ruark. Hell yeah. Let's see here. What I had something sitting up here. So what did you guys think of? Has anybody watched my video? Was it any good? Did you guys like my video that I released today?
Was it on YouTube?
Yeah, you wouldn't like it. It's about Wheel of Time. you don't know how to read.
No, I know how to read.
You know how to read?
Sort of.
Okay.
Enough.
Okay.
Oh, I just got that reference.
What?
Pit and
What?
Kid Icarus, he can't read.
Oh, Pitt can't read?
Yes, he's illiterate.
What?
He's just like me.
So yeah, I guess if anybody wants, why not? We'll just open if you guys want, I can post the link in member chat if you guys think you want to jump on and shoot the shit about stuff. I don't know. Like I said, this is pretty much just it's my birthday. So people asked me if I was gonna do a stream, so I said screw it. I'll do a little bit of a stream. Go everybody go leave Deporio a like and call him a go tell him that Rand is his mother or something. Why not? Rand is his mama. Yeah, I don't know. That's not the best one. Let's see here.
That's so skibbity.
One of my best videos, really? Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I need to start doing more videos just so I can actually practice at editing. That's what I have the worst problem with is just editing and just keeping the flow of what's in my head. I tried to write a script. Ooh, you're playing Punch Out over here.
Ooh, Punch Out. That's me and that dance teacher.
Is it the good one or is it Mike Tyson?
No.
Oh, it's Mr. Dream. Ugh.
Wait.
It's the same one. It's the same thing. They just when Mike Tyson bit off Levander Holyfield's ear, they had to change it.
No, this is Mike Tyson.
Is it? Okay, good. Excellent. But let's see here. So I'm trying to figure out why. So I had a few. Let's see, absolutely bananas thing. I had a few articles left up here. I was trying to see what the hell I was actually looking at here, because then I did. I know I saw also. What was it? I saw somebody in the Red Hand Discord asking about predictions. So. For season 4, so I should probably start getting those down on paper somewhere, because I think we've had a lot of good predictions, and we don't want to lose them all, right? So, because I know sometimes we throw out a bunch of stuff, and we forget about a lot of it, and then when it comes back around and it's time, we miss it and we don't remember what we said. So. Thank you very much, Cameron. I appreciate that very much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the support. Thank you for being in chat all the time. Bella, you're just going crazy. What did she say?
No, I didn't say.
I was looking up something. Hold on.
I didn't say anything.
You didn't say anything.
No, trust me.
You didn't say anything. Okay. You're screwing with me.
No. I don't say. I just think. Barely.
What?
here and there.
The hell? Oh man, now he's playing Donkey Kong. Okay. Oh, I can't believe. Wait, what is this? Confirming a 30-year-old book theory would solve one of Wheel of Time's biggest Forsaken problems. Ooh, this sounds like the one. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. The sponsor. You know, you got to remember the sponsor of the Wheel of Time. Good old Screen Rant. I have not read. Should we look at this, guys? Should we look at this chat? What do you think? What do you guys think? Should we take a look? Should we take a gander? Should I take a gander? Prophet, when will you play Roblox Princess Tycoon? How about when I get delivery of my Bob the Balefire guy, huh?
No. Roblox Princess
Happy
Tycoon.
birthday, Redacted Harry Redacted. Well, colorful. Thanks,
Wait,
Will.
you should play Roblox on stream.
I think Roblox Princess Tycoon would be great content.
Played Roadblocks? Why would I play Roadblocks?
No, specifically either Roblox Princess Tycoon or Roblox Squid Game.
I'd rather play. I'm more likely to play Gartic Phone than do that. But Lyle Hammock, $5. Thank you, Lyle, very very much for all the support always. Bella, you're crazy.
Okay.
Happy birthday, my friend. It's been an honor to have met you. Even if was through. Happy birthday, my friend. It's been an honor to have met you. Feelings mutual. Even if it was through this garbage show. Hail to you and give my best to Easton. Light, love you, man. I got you. I got your thing. Sorry, the fact that I can't read doesn't help, Lau. But thank you very much. Right back at you, dude. Thank you for always for the support, man. It's always appreciated, man. Means a lot. So thank you very much. Take a gander. It will be fun. It's always fun because you guys love seeing me explosions, right? I'm gonna start making up words. Explosionaries. If you guys have any articles that I've missed, let me know. I tried to look. There's nothing really new going on. So let's see here. What do we got here? In Articus, I'll let you know. I'll let you know if I open it up. I may go for it. If everybody's feeling frisky and thinks I should, you know what? Fuck it. Why not? I'm gonna do Roblox cartoon. No, I'm not playing. What are you talking about?
No! Roblox.
I'm not gonna play Roblox Tycoon. Are you nuts?
No, I mean Gartic.
Oh, Gartic Phone. I wasn't planning on it, but what you want to play Gartic Phone?
No, I thought that's what we were talking about.
I mean, we could play Gartic Phone. Me and you. That would be a weird game of Gartic Phone. Just like you and me hanging out playing Gartic Phone, Easton. Would that be weird?
You can always send a link in chat.
I know. I'm kid. Jesus, you guys.
You
You guys act like I've never done this before. I'm hip.
You also play Champ Up.
I'm Champed. I've never played Champed Up. I know that's.
Oh yeah, I have played Champed Up. Cartman versus Jew was amazing.
Cartman versus. Excuse me.
She played it with her friends.
Yeah, I played it at one of the birthday parties I went to, and someone drew Kyle, and he wanted to do Cartman. He was with them.
Oh my
He
god.
titled him Jew. It's crazy.
All right, let's see here. Sorry. Here we go. Okay, let's do it. Papa, sorry. Papa is right, Easton. Papa members posts. There you go. Okay, it's up in there. I think I did the right thing. It's been a while since I've done that, so no time like the present to do that. So the link is up.
I did. What link?
And to join the
To your
stream.
mama. Oh.
To your mama is right. No, that's not right. Don't do that. What's up, Nos? Good to see you, buddy. Let's see. Yeah, right.
Punch out.
You can get the party started, dude. They did your boy Easton wrong, man. They wouldn't let him play at the tournament. No, I'm kidding.
Do you know where any orphanages might be?
Nos, Bella wants to know if there's any where there's any orphans at. She's got to recruit to beat up my my youngest band teacher. He hath slighted my youngest son, and he hath be needeth to be doneth in. Oh boy. So all right. So let's see this article. What do we got here,
I'll make the orphans call me. What will my title be?
ma'am?
My title will be Miss Sigma.
Miss Sigma? Okay.
Yes.
Why not? Why not? Confirming Miss Sigma Bell the Sigma Elite. What's up, man?
Yes, Sigma Elite. I like that.
Sigma Elite Bella. Okay, or
Elite.
Bella.
Hello.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Oh, living the dream, I guess. looks like you're in paint mode there.
I am, yeah.
Yeah, nice. I can't wrap my head quite around a paint. Well, first I need money for
One
that.
of these?
But
Yeah.
yeah. I have trouble. Like, yeah, I take forever on mine. I need to figure out a way to speed up my painting process. But
So like
Yeah.
airbrush isn't actually too hard. It's think of it like a gas pedal. So
Okay.
when you pull back,
Mhm.
that is how much air is going to go through. It might be a little loud. Let's see.
That's not bad. It's not that loud.
Yeah. So when you pull back, that's how much paint it's getting out. And
Yeah.
when you push down, that's how much air is coming out.
Right.
So it's
Because
So-
my father's got a little cheapo one that he's been practicing with because he's getting into it. So I may have to I may have to take it and try it out myself. See how I do. But
and the good thing about it is because how the airbrush works, it's very, very thin. So it's
Right.
thinner than you could get with what you could get with a brush.
Who do you think
Right.
is it?
So even if
Nice
you're
JoJo's
trying to
Siwa
use it and get used to it, the
Mm-hmm.
amount of mistakes you can make are minimal.
Yeah, you don't
yeah, no. Well, there's always that. There's
Yeah.
always especially because it's used for basing mostly. So it's one of those you screw up your base. Oh well,
Yeah.
paint another base, right? So, but hey, what's up, Lau? What's going on, brother?
Got the lion here.
What's
Ooh,
up?
nice.
What's up, guys? How's my
on.
mic? Is it good?
Yeah,
Yep.
actually, it's really good. You didn't come in hot at all. Hold on, let me bring that up. I want to bring you full screen here. I want to see that.
Oh,
Pop
sure.
that up for me.
Here it is.
Nice, dude. Very nice. Yeah, you're better than what I do. I do okay. Like I've always muddled along. Like there you go. Yeah, I've
Is that
muddled
Warhammer?
along. I do okay, but yeah.
Yeah, it's Warhammer.
Is that Warhammer? It is?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I have a few. Yeah, I have not a bunch, but I have. Well, I have a bunch of unpainted ones. I got to get on my painting. Plus, I still got all that on my bed. All the
You play
Stormlight
Sigmar
figures.
though, right?
We just started to figure out how to play Sigmar. So,
And
You
you
know.
said it was Stormcast Eternals, right?
well, that's what my father is secretly
Oh.
gathering to destroy us. Yes, I
He's
have.
secretly building his army.
Well, so my father is great at being like trying to play he's a con man. We'll just call it what it is. Okay. He did it to us. He did it to us. He did. My father did it to us when me and my brother were young. We were playing Magic. Just and I don't know what version. It was a long time ago. Like, so, me and him just we played what we played. And my dad would watch us, and he got interested, so he decided he was going to go through all the cards we weren't using. So he goes through the cards we're not using and just starts, of course, like looking into all, just like anally going through the details of all these cards. It's like if a card has more than 3 words on it, I throw it away. It's too much, right? It's like too much detail, put it away. So
I just love the idea. No, Steve, I just love the idea that your dad is watching you guys plotting and he's taking all your cards and doing like a training montage in the background. And then he just comes and starts kicking all your asses like
Like
but
Rocky.
but that's what fucking happens, Lyle. He built this fucking deck out of the stuff we didn't want anything to do with, and he just murders us. And the funny thing is, it's not even like he just has one deck. He has like 4 different versions of the same color deck. So he'll use it's like, oh, you know what? This time I'm going to try using these cards instead of those cards. So it's like, when you sat down to play with him, you never knew what he was going to use. He had like 5 different ways to deploy his fucking deck, and it's like, oh yeah, you don't know what the fuck you're doing at all. So it's like, so when I saw a bunch of Stormcast Eternals showing up, fully painted, I'm like, oh, here we go again. It's like the first thing that showed up was the rule book. He's like, oh, I just want a rule book so I can read it at
Just
my own
buys the
pace and
codex
blah
for
blah 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 blah. Right? Then all of a sudden, like he's like, yeah, I was looking in the back. There's this warband thing. So yeah, that was sort of interesting. Then all of a sudden, all the freaking models from that warband are on his fucking dresser, and it's like, yeah, you're not.
He didn't
gonna
even
play in this
bother
price.
painting and building it himself. He buys them all pre-built.
No, he bought. He's grown up. He don't have time for that.
Well, I know. I
He's-
mean, it's like he's skipping all the unnecessary bits just to get
Yes.
to the part where he can beat you guys.
Well, they're decent. Most of them are decent paid jobs, right? They're not the craziest, but they're good. They're good enough, right? And like so, but what he's like, he bought a bunch of terrain and stuff and buildings, so that's what he's gonna start trying to learn how to paint on. So it's a trip. It's great. Like it really is great. So it's one of those. I look forward to when he actually mans up and gets on the field and destroys us. It'll be fun to get. It's nice that he's got a hobby. That's where I'm at. I'm just glad he's doing something. So it's nice. So,
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Nick? Good to see you, buddy. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Nos, what are you talking? Why does Steve look like he either escaped a maximum security prison with that bright orange shirt? It's
Or
just
he
gonna
looks like
give
a
me Steve-
bouncer.
You need me to take my orange. What's wrong with my orange shirt?
You
Man?
look like security for like Staples or Home Depot.
I escaped prison, man. Thanks, guys.
I think it's a great.
Well, it's kind of funny, actually. It's kind of funny, Steve, because I got thrown out of a bar in El Paso, Texas, by a bouncer that had a very orange-looking shirt similar to yours.
Oh yeah,
And yeah, so I'm kind of getting flashbacks to it.
dude. I inspired the Shawshank Redemption. That's awesome. That's such a great compliment. Thank you. Am I Andy Dufresne or am I the guy that gets shot in the yard?
I think you're Morgan Freeman.
I'm Morgan Freeman. Jesus, wow. Okay. That's one to retire on right there. I get to be Morgan Freeman. Man, that's thank you. Wow, that's such a compliment. I can't. Man. I actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I gotta figure it out, but I'm going to. I'm gonna do. I may do an episode by episode thing with rewatching House of the Dragon, getting ready for it. But
When's
I
that
don't know
supposed to
why
come
that
out?
came into my head, but that's pretty.
June.
What's that?
I know he was asking when it comes back. He was asking. It's June, I think.
Is it June? So yeah. So if I'm gonna do that, I need to step up my game, but I need to do something. But let's see.
I think we need
here.
to boycott House of the Dragon until George finishes the next book.
He never finished it. We might as well get a good.
He's not
I'm hoping
finishing-
it's
he's
still.
not finishing it.
I hope it's still a good fantasy show. We'll see. I hope it stays good. But
Do you think he's reluctant to finish it because the ending that they did for the show
Yeah.
was his actual ending?
no, well, I think that's part of it. Part of it is he just doesn't care.
Oh.
Like
He
I
wants to
truly
do
believe.
TV.
Hold on a sec. It was definitely Steve that threw you out of the bar. That's true. I remember you, Lyle. You were that troublemaking asshole, right?
I was very drunk, so
You're the black wizard character. Oh, dude, we should watch magical N words together. Let's do it.
I wanted to, but I've been told that the entire movie's already shown in the trailer.
That's a short shit movie then. Wow.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, Yanon, it is my birthday today. I am 44 today. Yours is in 20 days. May gang unite, my man. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, so happy
my,
birthday in 20 days.
So
Sorry,
my
go.
middle name is Joshua, named after my mother's childhood best friend, and he was born May 4th. My childhood friend was born May 6th, and I was born May 5th.
There
And
you go.
My friend is, I think, the nephew of my other friend whom I'm named after.
Well, all my kids are their birthdays are all in August.
Oh,
All of them.
wow,
Yeah.
yeah. My daughter was a March baby, so
Yeah, no, they're all in August, and my father's birthday's in August, so August is a very very busy month. Seriously, what are the chances that that Jon Snow show actually ends up not retired? They canceled it, so zero
Zero. It's
percent chance.
canceled.
Yeah, they
Yeah, it's
canceled. It's not
canceled.
happening.
They couldn't
It's,
think of a
it's
way
Jon.
to add the diversity to make it make sense, or
I,
I guess a
no,
white male
he's
lead.
drunk all the time, so they couldn't find him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Kid Harrington's been in and out of freaking rehab like
Oh.
fucking 20 times since they ruined his career. You'll be 30. Well, dude, yeah, man, you're in the prime right there. You're in the prime of your life.
Hmm.
44, Steve, you still are a twink. Don't look your age. Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm 13.
Yeah.
I'm digressing apparently. Bella says I'm 13 now, so well. Um
What is the glorious article you have pulled up?
well, hold on a sec. I just want, yeah, we're gonna look at it here real quick. But when Martin was fired from Game of Thrones writing staff around season 5, he stated that the ending of the books was impossible to show now because they had killed off the wrong character. So I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I don't believe Martin. You're probably right, but I don't know. It's either he sabotaged the show on purpose or that was partially his ending.
Because like he's
And
doing stuff like Elden Ring instead of
I
the
don't know
books.
how much like his name's attached to Elden Ring, but I don't know. Sure, how much story is actually in Elden Ring? You know, like what you
Not
got?
that
Like
much.
you have to search through all the freaking little like you know how I get the story for Elden Ring? I watch Vita Vada
Yeah.
Vital. That's how I get my fucking Elden Ring lore
Yeah.
because it's like hidden and it's like what the fuck is like I don't know what the
That's
hell is
why I
going
wish
on.
there was some more structure to Elden Ring and less open world, more like Dark Souls 3. Whereas you can get those little tidbits if you wanted to, but like like the main story is kind of focused.
There's like no story. I mean, it's
Yeah.
sort of cool, but it's just like I wish that, like, literally to get the Elden Ring lore, I have to have it broken down by another YouTube channel because I don't know what the hell is going on. Right? So,
That's why
let's see
I
here.
still love 3 more than Elden Ring, but
Nearly the same age. Well, you keep on trucking, my man. Thanks, Cameron. Started reading this series in the '90s. So mad at the disrespect the originals. Oh, it's crazy how bad it is. It like I think that's why we're all well. That I don't should say all, but most of us all are here. I know Nos could give a shit, but that's okay. We love Nos anyways. That's fine, right, Nos? Um, yeah, it just keeps getting worse too. They keep lying and they keep saying shit, but this one is fresh off the presses, confirming a 30-year-old book theory would solve one of Wheel of Time's
no,
biggest forsaken.
Oh, wait
Well,
a
what do
minute.
we
I
think?
think I
What do we
know
think?
no.
What do we think this is? Do you guys have a guess? What book theory
that
they're talking
Mazin,
about?
that Diamondrid was really Mazin Taim.
Well, hey! Spoilers, people.
No, sorry, we're not thinking like Amazon. Logain was actually Mazrim Taim in the
Wait, what?
books, and then they're gonna combine. They're gonna combine Mazrim Taim, Domandrid, Logain, and Asmodine in the same character.
So I think okay. So I think that's probably what they're doing. But I get what the Tame and Dread theory. You think they're going to confirm? That's what they're suggesting. They confirm Tame and Dread.
It is it really a theory though? Because it
Oh,
was
it's
kind
right
of
here.
it kind of implied that and then Robert Jordan was upset. People figured it out and just changed it.
So the theory is that Basram Tame was Damodred,
Yeah.
and everybody was correct. And then
Yeah.
Robert Jordan's like, "Damn it!" and he changed it.
It was because wasn't it something to do with his face and how he would look at Rand, and it would
There
mirrored
was a
kind of
whole.
how
If I
Luce
forget
Theron
all,
remarked
I
about.
forget exactly all the nuances, but a lot of the mannerisms and the ways things that Tame said
Yeah.
matched up with how Demandred acted and said things. So
And Demandred,
it was pretty much completely obvious that Tame was Demandred,
yeah,
and then Robert Jordan's like, and he took this one to his grave. This lie he took to his grave, but Hey man, whatever, dude. You do you. He swore up and down that no, he was never. But it's like,
Yeah,
okay, buddy. And I'm
he
pretty sure
denied
somebody
saying.
said, sorry, Lyle, real quick. Let me. I feel like somebody said they found some notes that confirmed that he was, but they were like I feel like there was some notes that popped up confirming it, but he went a different direction. But sorry, Lyle, what were you saying?
No, it's completely understandable because, as you know, I'm on book number 9 right now in my read through. I'm about to be finished book 9 actually, and from the
Nice.
moment I met, I really got you really meet Tazim, and from a little bit we got Damaged. I thought from the beginning he was Damaged when
Well,
you first meet him. I did.
yeah, well, everybody, and I think he made it too obvious. I
Yeah.
think is probably the problem,
Well, it's also
and
like
I think the thing that also lends credence to it is the fact that Demandred, who is one of the top dog Forsaken,
yep. I was gonna say that,
fucked
and he's
off to Shara all series, and we it's like because I feel like to change that the change is done in a way that's like, okay, where can it's like, okay, I have to change Demandred. I don't want to be tame anymore.
yeah, and like
Where the hell do I put him? And it's like, well, fuck, Shara. It's
and
Yep.
and
yeah.
Demandred is
Sorry, spoilers, but hey, what? Sorry,
and Demandred is Ren's is like the closest Forsaken to Luce Theron besides Ishamael, and Demandred's fall to the shadow was a direct result to Rand. So why would you not have someone so important to Rand's past not present at all during the story in some
for
way?
me, it's
Also,
one
the
of those.
Forsaken that harbors as much hatred for Luce Theron as any of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I also think it's a fine change. I have no problem with it. I'm good. I'm good with him. Wheeling to change that story. It wasn't too late to do it. So it's one of those. I just wish that I know we got sort of the little bit of that short story about what Demandre had taken over. What is it? But something the Wild or something. I forget what he was going by over in Shara, but I know there's like a short like chapter or something release that goes into what Demandred was doing, but um, it would have been nice to see. I don't know how you would have done it, but
And he also corrupted all the Aiel that would go wander into the Blight to die and kill themselves if they were born with the power, right?
well, they showed back. I don't know if that was him directly. Bow the Wild. That's it. That's it. Thanks,
Yep.
Alden. I
Yeah.
don't. I don't. Was it? Probably. I know they're crazy. So, like,
Yeah, the
I know.
file
I
their
know.
teeth.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. So it's one of
You know
those.
the sad thing, though? The
Hmm.
sad thing about this, guys, is these morons at Amazon, Rafe and his Keystone morons, they're gonna combine the Madrid and Mezataim, and they're gonna think that they can do it. But honestly, they're gonna do it.
Well, so hold on. So Prime Video adaptation of Wheel Time faces challenges with the Forsaken due to the need to make changes to the condensed narrative. The Tamadrid theory speculates that Dimdrid was Mazrim Tame were the same person in the Robert books. Merging Mazrim Tame and Dimandred in the show could solve a major story problem and give Dimandred what major story problem are they talking about? That's where I'm
In a
getting
more meaningful role.
like
I mean, he already has a meaningful role, the Madrid does.
well, it's one so I guess I would have loved to see more of him. But I guess when you get to the end, it's effective enough to know that he's the only one that he took over a whole fucking nation. So I mean that's pretty effective. I just wish we saw a little bit more of it, right? Um, and Demandred is always you get even with him not having a ton of screen time on in the books, you still get a feel for him. And I don't know. It's one of those. I don't know. Not that I trust them to do anything with this and making Mazrim Tame, who still hasn't been introduced in the show, It's like let's just take a guy that hasn't been introduced in the show and merge him with another guy that hasn't been introduced in the show, and
But
and,
guys,
and that'll
And it
solve
makes
our
you
problem.
wonder what they're taking or what they're adding to fill up the time they're potentially saving from making this
But-
change, like they did in season 2
I sure hope
But
so.
guys-
with Anavar. More Anavar scenes.
here's the question though. Why would you see Mazin Taim's role when he first appears is we know that Rand is like, look, I need to train male people how to handle the power. Tazine can do it. They've already pretty much set up Logain, the insane person in this show, to be someone who trained Rand.
Well, but
So
here's
I
also
don't, they're not going to use Taim.
here's the crazy part, Lyle, about this whole thing. I don't know what they're doing because when you pay attention to some of the articles that are coming out, right? There's this weird there. Asmodean's name keeps getting name dropped all over the place, and I was freaking quite positive that he was going to be one of the. Since we're only getting 8, not 13, I thought for sure that Asmodean was going to be one of the freaking Asmodean, however you want to pronounce it, was going to be the ones that were dropped because of exactly what you just said. They've given the role of what he does to Logain already, so. Why is there a point in having, having Asmodean in it, right? So, and somebody mentioned that's why I think I need to keep a list of some of the theories that come up when we're talking about this stuff. Somebody brought it up that said, "What if they make Logain Asmodean?"
That's so dumb. I could see them doing it.
So
Well,
Logain
right?
being gentled and in the asylum was all part of his secret plan.
Correct. That was also part of Moraine's super secret plan. So,
God!
so
Hey guys,
but
remember Moraine's playing. Moraine's
Oh no, it's
playing
gonna be a
50
flashback
chess.
it's gonna be a flashback of Moraine capturing Asmodean and then making him with the oath rod do all of this.
Well, don't forget the scene they released of Samael is
Yep.
him being captured. So, like, all of our male
When
Forsaken
they
seem to
released
be
the
Jews.
scene of Samael being captured.
Yeah. The
Really?
scene. There's a scene. Yeah, the scene that there's an audition scene of that they found for Samael, and it refers to him talking to somebody, and it's definitely he's been captured and he's being basically interrogated.
Have they confirmed? Has Amazon come out and actually confirmed the 8 Forsaken that are going to be in this show for sure?
No idea.
Well, you can. It's safe to assume every single female Forsaken will be in
Yes.
some shape or form in the show.
You would
So that
think,
means
but-
Grendel. That means Grendel, Masara, Cimarog. They're all going to be in it, I would assume.
Semirog's definitely going to be in it.
Semirog, I don't know. Yeah, Semirog, I don't know how that would be. I would be shocked if they got rid of Semirog. The only reason that it would make sense is just her storyline doesn't really heat up till later.
Yeah.
But Masana, same with Masana. Masana, she's hidden for quite some time. So,
But she's in the White Tower.
but
with
she's in the
Rafe
tower,
Lance,
so I doubt they're gonna have a hard time resisting that, especially with, since probably half of season 3 is going to deal with the tower coup.
Was Grendel mentioned specifically? I think she was, right?
Grendel has. I think they may have shit. I don't remember that though. I feel like Grendel was mentioned by somebody, but I can't confirm that. Let's see. Confirming a book theory that goes all the way back to. So here's also the problem with the wording. It's not a book theory. It's debunked. It's a debunked book theory because it's incorrect. Right. So it's like this is also already disingenuous. The book theory was debunked and proved incorrect. The theory was wrong. Mazrim team was 100% confirmed to not be Demandred. So we're not you know what I'm saying, right? It's like them going back and the Wheel of Time show just confirmed that Uno is indeed Guido Kane. It's like no. That's the same thing. That was another bullshit theory that was proved wrong. So,
people in
what
the
are you
past
talking
thought that
about?
Guidel Kane was Uno?
Yes.
Oh.
Some
Yeah.
very uneducated people that didn't realize how years and stuff worked in the Wheel of Time. But yeah, there were some people out there just because Brigida, found the way Uno looked interesting, because anybody that anybody that Brigitte ogles over can be Guido Kane, because she's not,
Well, she's just into
she,
ugly people.
she doesn't have needs either. So, let's see. But in the long lead up to the showdown with the Dark One, Ran and his allies had to contend with the villains of more blah blah blah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's see. As it stands, the Forsaken are subject to several mysteries of the show. Little Jordan's novels chart clear course of how they can be used. There's a good reason why there are so many unknown factors. Blah blah blah. First, there's no secret at this point that Prime Video's show is willing to make big changes. Yeah, no shit. That the understatement of the fucking world. Plus, there may be a need to condense the narrative, considering that the show's season
My
count
God.
is unlikely to match the books. Other challenges face the Forsaken, as well, and one can be fixed if the series revisits an abandoned book theory. Not abandoned book. See, again, not abandoned book theory. Proven wrong. It is a debunked book theory. It is incorrect. Mazrim Taim is not Demandred. It is confirmed 100%. Silverlock for 9.99. Thank you, man. But late, but wanted to say happy birthday. You're not late, man. You're right on time. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you being
I
around.
don't get.
Eder Haran, good to see you, buddy. Thank you for the happy birthday
I don't.
wishes.
I don't get this. I don't get this. It said that combining the two of them will solve a problem that the show has going forward with the Forsaken. How will combining those two really help anything in this godforsaken show?
It doesn't fix anything. So hold on a sec. Well, beginning of book 6, the Dark One told Demandra to let the Lord of Chaos rule. Then book 6 was obviously tame heavy, and Demandra was nowhere to be seen. Then at the end, Dem asked the Dark One, "Have I done well?" I feel like Tame says something about let the Dark One rule to an Aes Sedai too somewhere, which was like, whoa, that was weird. I feel like he comes right out and uses the quote, "Let the Lord of Chaos rule," and they're like, "I've never heard that saying before," or something like that. Maybe I'm making that up, but yeah, no, Dial. That's the thing is you're talking about, okay, you're talking about fixing stuff for so how does this work? There's two characters that haven't been introduced in the show yet, so it's gonna fix everything to introduce them as like to just not introduce them at all and introduce them as one person.
It makes no
I don't
sense.
I don't understand what that's fixing. It's just creating another storyline that they have to deal with. Right? I mean,
The show has no storylines. They're
well,
basic,
that's
as I said last night. There's scenes that just move from scene to scene with nothing in between, and they expect us to care. That's what it is.
yeah. So let's see here. For years, yeah, blah blah blah. And the Lord of Chaos ran across the path of Mesopotamia, fellow Mochaners forced to be reckoned with in its own right, teaming with the great Black Terror, wherein he would teach the other men to channel. Yes, yes, yes. There were reasonable suspicions that Mesopotamia was actually Demandred, one of the 13 Forsaken. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Highly unusual, not only that, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yes. Another point, interested in time. Yeah, okay. So this is all just going over why there's suspicion, but these claims picked up so much steam that eventually, addressed by Robert Jordan himself, who debunked the theory. Right. So
You know what'd
the
be
theory
funny?
has been debunked. So how are you fixing stuff by it's so it's not the theory is dead.
It'd be
Sorry,
funny
go
if they
ahead.
spent all this time on this article explaining how this would work, and they end up cutting Demandred from the actual show.
I bet you, there's no reason like in my head the way the show is going, it makes perfect sense that they cut Demandred.
Yeah, they're not
It
planning
makes
for for Tarmageddon.
No.
They don't care about Demandred being in the last battle. They're not getting that many seasons.
No, he is an easy cut at this point. As far as they just let's see here. So different characters clear up the universe as well. Later on, Brand Ascension, the author, yes. It's serves as Jordan just addressed the Tamer speculation around confirming that Jordan did indeed intend for Tame to be Demandred. Oh, so that's what I was talking about, was that he
Okay, so Sanderson came out and said that. Okay,
to explain that was the original intention, but it changed. So why we're still talking about this theory is beyond me, but why merging Master Tame and Demandred would solve a major story problem. Okay, so here we go.
oh my
Whereas the
god,
books diverged past doing so, blah, blah, it was Demandred who was essentially the final boss for the Forsaken. No, that's wrong. Doing so, okay, so hold on. Whereas the book diverged from the path and make the separate villains, the show could instead honor Jordan's original plan. No, it's not his original plan. He changed it. So his original plan was what was in the books. So it's like, so he changed his plan. So how about you honor something? Doing so would make a lot of sense for the story, given that it would help the series avoid one of the biggest issues with Demandred's role. While Ishmael and Lanford were regarded as the strongest of the Forsaken, it was Demandred who was essentially the final boss of the Forsaken, outlasting most of his competitors and surviving until the very last. So what is that? I don't understand why that
was Lanfear stronger than Demandred in the books. I don't think she was, right?
She was the strongest
No,
female.
Yeah.
it's been
Well, actually, I don't
been-
know. I'd have to. She may be stronger than Demandred, not Raven though.
it's
I'd have
been
to
it's
look
been
at the power
mentioned. Or I was going to say, because it's been mentioned about Demandred, because where I am in the books, Demandred is talked about. And it's always mentioned Demandred was one of the strongest ones. He was also one of the best military leaders among them. The man knew how to fight. Also, too, I love it was very cool that apparently he knew how to weaponize traveling to basically slice people up with his balls, which I thought was very cool. But anyway, the point is,
yeah, Lanfear is stronger than Demandred, apparently.
Yeah, I thought they were close, but she was the strongest female, and then I think barely had a Demandred below Ravine and Ishmael.
But what they're saying in this article is essentially by combining them into one villain, you make him what? A worthy villain to last until the end because he wasn't as strong as Lanfear or Raven or the others.
So
the fact that he was at the final battle is a bad story beat, and they can correct it. Is that what they're saying?
It was odd for a villain of that magnitude to be so little importance to the vast majority of the series. By following this direction, Prime Video would risk Demandred coming across as an underdeveloped antagonist who didn't fully earn his position as the show's second greatest villain. But it would have him reveal itself early in the fight and ran. That's why you have to be creative. That's the problem. Is you have to build on Demandred and keep it secret. Like it's one of these things that you always want to subvert expectations, but you don't know how to do it. So you show Demandred as Demandred, but you keep his location a secret so people can try and figure out what the fuck is going on with him. Then when you see him pop up at the end, it's still a surprise, and you still have spent that time with him as Forsaken Demandred. You know what he's all about.
Show Demandred moving around the board. Show him moving pieces around the board. Show him preparing.
Well, you just show him in the meetings and being a complete asshole to other Forsaken, right? Like you just show him being himself. You don't need to show him as his alter ego.
No, but my point is, if you move him, there is a way to do it. And essentially, what they're basically, and this article pisses me off, they're basically accusing Robert Jordan of not doing well enough to justify him being a villain at the end, is what this article says if you read it.
Yeah, basically.
And it's like, dude. There's 13 of the Forsaken, and I thought Jordan did a great job giving us what we needed for all of them. So to think that Rafe Judkins and his crew of morons are going to be able to do better with Demandred's story than what's already written it's ludicrous.
Yeah, the issue was with Demandred wasn't that his plan to actually playing smart and making it to the last battle wasn't cool or interesting. It was that we never really saw that scheming until the very end. Like we didn't see him moving all the stuff around and plotting and
Right.
in the back. We didn't get to see any of that,
Do
which
you
people
trust?
would
Do
like
you
to
trust?
see.
Do you trust Rafe
I
to
do
show
not.
us that in a
Oh,
cohesive
of
way?
course not. Of course
No,
not.
no.
No, of course not. No. So,
But
and
where he
this
ends
way-
up was fine.
Yeah, no, you just have to. That's why I said that's where creativity comes into place. You show Demandred as Demandred, and then you can have him. You don't have to show him in Shara. You just keep it secret like he does. He holds it close to the chest. Not even the Forsaken know where the fuck he is, and that's
No.
and that's what makes him effective. He is the most effective one. Why? Because he stayed the fuck away from Rand and didn't get his ass killed. Because he was
Absolutely.
because he was the only one following fucking orders, building an army for the Dark One.
I mean, although he does have some interactions, I know we have some interactions with Cimarog and Masara. Those three kind of interacted with each other, but
Yeah,
other than that, you're right.
They
He really,
had their and you can show those meetings or whatever, but when it comes down to it, every Forsaken they form their teams, but it's one of those it ends up being meaningless anyways. He don't care when Cimarron gets caught. He's like, I don't give a fuck. Let her rot.
absolutely,
Right? And
absolutely.
it's like, and those are the things that develop Demandred is a fucking dangerous player and all this shit. Not seeing him where he's building his army. You don't that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. So
No,
let's see.
it's
Chances are the Tame and Dread theory will be revived for the Wheel of Time show. Whether it turns out to be true or not. Wait, what the fuck is this sentence? Did I read this wrong? Chances are the Tame and Dread theory will be revived by the Wheel of Time show, whether it turns out to be true or not. What?
Yeah, what turns out to be true if they end up
Like,
using
what do
it?
you like? This does this person not know that fucking the Wheel of Time is done?
No, they only read up to Knife of Dreams, remember?
It's that person. Oh my god.
Hey guys, remember, hey. Considering the fact that we saw that the person speaking for the show, Jordan Khan, has not even finished reading the books, is
Yeah,
really
that's-
that much of a surprise.
Well, that's what I was joking at. That, hey, maybe that's the person that wrote the article. It's her. She wrote this article because she hasn't finished, right? Oh God! After all, one character is already confirmed to exist in the world of the TV show, and the other has excellent. Wait, what? What? What did it? Which one? What Tame? Did they? There was Tame barely mentioned.
Yeah.
He was okay.
He was named
I think it was an
by
offhand
one of
comment
Oh, yeah.
about like between
Yeah, there it
maybe
Yeah, Ivron.
Yeah.
Another guy that
okay,
didn't
by,
have any
one of
fucking lines.
Lana's gay warders. Okay.
Yeah, another guy that should have no fucking lines at all. But Demandred could technically be cut since the Wheel of Time. Yeah, that seems more likely than anything. The Wheel of Time's interpretation of Master Team is it is inevitable that he'll be linked to one of the Forsaken, namely Demandred. All of the same factors. Blah 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 blah. So. It'll be difficult to predict, even for book readers, if Master Team is really who he claims to be.
Dude, no one can predict anything on this show. I don't know what they think.
The show's history of combining book characters like Hurin and Elias.
Ugh.
They thought that was a good change.
I just I think they're just saying there's a track record of combining characters and doing a fucking horrible job of it because talk about not something you should be bringing attention to fucking Elias Hurin.
Yeah, so
combo.
let's just think about it for a second because I don't think we actually did after we found out that they were combining the two. Did Elias add anything to the season at all?
It's not your pack. They're not your pack. They're not your
No,
pack.
I mean, how I didn't watch this season. I just relied on you guys following the things. How long was Elias in the season actually?
Like maybe 5 minutes. Like it was something like that. Like if we're talking runtime, it was probably about 5 minutes. He literally comes in, says it's not your pack, and then leaves. They're not your pack.
That's
They're
it.
not your pack, and then he leaves.
Wow.
He
Doesn't
muted
even
it. He muted it.
do any talking to Perrin about being a
Wolf brother.
it's escaping me. Being a wolf brother. Thank you. He doesn't
Uh,
no talk of that. None of that.
He kind of does. It was like a
Kinda,
10-second, 15-second clip where if he had ignored everything that happened before and after, it could have been good. He was talking about why Hopper was in his wolf sending jumping when he was telling him what his name was.
You
though it
mean
would have
fake
been
Hopper?
Jumper. Yeah, fake Hopper. The
Because
female
the show
Hopper.
is fake Hopper.
Yeah. And
let's see.
then
There's
Perrin
no-
stares into his eyes longingly, and then they
Yes.
run off together.
Yes, and he goes, "They're not your pack. Come with me. They're not your pack."
Ugh.
But yeah, I just but there's no point in Demeter building an army. Did you forget that in this series they turned the Aes Sedai into living atomic bombs so they can decimate armies of Trollocs without need for training? Well, you know.
Well,
You know what I thought, Steve, that they could do with Hopper in the Dream World is that instead of having a dog talk to Perrin, the dog just has a human form in the Dream World.
Well, that's my theory.
Really?
My theory is it's not going to be Hopper following him around. It's going to be
Uno?
Uno.
Oh, I was thinking of casting like a hot woman for like Hopper's like human
No,
form and
they'll-
having something weird.
They'll have
with
a
Perrin.
midget guy with the horn in his mouth going blah, 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 blah. He won't be able to
Don't
talk
mention
because he's going to have the
Oh,
horn.
he has to keep what he died with, like he's
exactly.
like he's in the
that's
underworld.
already debunked. That's already debunked because
Don't
he
mention-
showed up without it. But
dude, don't mention the guy with the horn in the mouth. I have enough PTSD after what happened the last stream. I was the thing.
I'm good.
So.
I'm good. I am good. I hope you are well. Yeah, I just
I do wonder though, and this is a question I have for both of you gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
How much are we truly going to get? And I do wonder this. I honestly think that of the three boys that they really don't care anything about, who do you think gets the least screen time this season?
Matt.
Perrin. The only reason I
see,
say
I gotta
Perrin,
Wait, really? Okay, go ahead.
well, they have to do Tanchico, and Tanchico's with the girls, and Matt's in Tanchico.
Yeah, but think of what Matt's going to be doing in Tanchico, holding Elaine's purse.
Oh, and bar hopping. And
You got to remember, they're doing the Two Rivers. Well, they're saying they're doing the Battle of the Two Rivers, like, part 2, right? He's going back. He's supposed to be doing the whole Lord Luke storyline. So Perrin could end up with more screen time than Rand, just because.
I say Perrin is going to get less because Matt's going to be with the main characters. That's why. Matt's going to be with Elaine.
Well,
They're
okay,
the main
so wait,
characters.
are we
of the show.
hold on though? Are we talking about screen time or actual dialogue?
So like leading the scene instead of just following behind.
Because,
Yeah.
Yeah, because like he's going to be like
Perrin doesn't talk
sitting
though.
behind holding a purse, right? So
Perrin just stares open mouth in every scene, even if he's the only person on the screen. So
I do remember Mr. DK Chofang is doing well too. So I don't know when he's going to get back into streaming, but
because we should be getting
hopefully soon.
Fael.
But things are well. Thank you for hopping in.
See, I was going to ask also, Steve. You've been following this more than I. Have they confirmed Fael?
Yes. Yes, they did.
See,
We still
See,
don't
I
have
hate
Berlain at all in the story, and we're getting.
Well, we won't have
Fael.
Berlain. We're going to have an Avienda of. It's going to be Avienda Fael fighting over Perrin, not Berlain. That's my theory.
You know, if Avienda really wanted Perrin, she could kill Fael quite easily for him. How are they? How are they going to make that at all?
Well, it's like
compelling?
I just think I don't know. They've messed it all. Like it's like they've started. They freaking Like
I was gonna
it's
ask.
one of the oh god, like they've started this thing with fucking Perrin and Avienda, and it's like okay, but now are you going to send Avienda with Perrin, or is Avienda going back to reunion with Rand? Because if she goes to Rand, if you try to fucking conjure up a love story there, what are we gonna do? Fucking goddamn bullshit love triangle crap with Avienda and Rand? Like Rand's gonna be like, oh Avienda, you're so ugly and not my type,
You're too young, Avienda.
but I want to screw you in the snow. And Perrin will be like, no, she saved me from a cage, and I watched her beat.
You got
up
it backwards. You got it backwards.
And,
It's gonna be
and
Perrin
she's
pining
my
over
pet.
Rand.
But like, is that what's
No,
gonna
but
happen? Like, holy shit. He is
I,
good. Ryan is good. I'm not. He's been working, concentrating on school. So, and he does post videos every now and again. So hopefully, we'll see what happens once he's done with the school year. But yeah, he's
so you
doing well.
guys, so you have this. So Steve, you actually think that Avienda is going to stay with Perrin then?
No. Now that I've thought that through, well, hold on a sec. Let me think about this a minute, because so let's think about where they let's think about where they all are right now at the end of this. So they're all in Falme right now, right? So they're
Yep.
all in Falme. So what is going to be the inciting incident that sends Perrin back to the Two Rivers at this point? Like that's where I'm having trouble. Like, are they going to just? What's that?
No, I was going to say there's nothing in this show.
Well, it's like
To
I'm
you.
trying. What is like what is going to have Rand go to turn to Perrin and go, Perrin, I really need you to go back to the Two Rivers.
Dane Bornhold, maybe.
But how?
Gonna,
like they're just gonna
because they call.
But Dane's gonna walk up to Rand and Perrin and go, I'm going to fucking kill your family. It's like what? Like, it's like
they wouldn't do that.
Like
Steve,
Randall
I
Thor, I don't know you for anything, but Perrin is an asshole. So I think his family is asshole too. So I go kill all of them in Two Rivers. It's like what?
It's an honest question. What there is because I'm gentle. Now you've got me thinking. There is nothing in this show to connect Perrin going back to Emmons Field. There's nothing.
And Salty's probably right, but it's like, why? Like that's so. This is, and you're probably dead on. But let's think about it. And you're probably dead on, and the writers room's probably like, wow, high fives around. Why? What family? We haven't been introduced to Perrin. There's as far as everything that attaches Perrin to the Two Rivers is dead by his own fucking axe at this point. So what reason is there to go? Why Dane is just like Dane is taking a fucking history from Perrin. It's like, okay, Perrin, sit down while I interrogate you. Do you have any family in the Two Rivers? Since I know you're from the Two Rivers from your fucking ring that you made. Oh yes, you have a daddy and a mommy. Are they assholes too? Yes. Okay, great. When you fucking go wolf boy on me and kill my father, I'm going to go to the Two Rivers and fuck up your family because that sounds just.
Yeah, it's...
Or is it literally going to be as stupid as you killed my daddy, I'm going to go kill your daddy? Is that really what we're doing? That's probably what they're going to do. Is you killed my dad, Perrin, you killed my dad. I'm going to make you see how it feels to lose a daddy.
But that begs another question. Question.
Fuck you.
Because how in the world, because as Salty mentioned in the chat, he's going to hear about the Wycos and after his family. Unless Dane Bonehold himself walks up to Perrin and tells him he's going to do it, how is Perrin going to know?
Exactly how? Well, wait, hold on. We know this, Lyle. We know. The postal system in Randland is extremely good. We have proof of this from the letters that Perrin sent to the girls in the White Tower. So, however Perrin is sending these letters back and forth, he will get it FedEx to him directly in Falme. like fucking I don't know, fucking
And then he'll
the
teleport,
women's
and then he'll just
the
teleport.
the women's circle will call him on the wolf phone and be like roof roof roof, and he'll be like, what? What? My dad's in a well? And it'll be like roof roof roof, and it'll be like, okay, I'm on my way. I mean, like, why not? Like, why not? Like,
I forgot how they made an article about how they had to recast an important book character. Remember? You remember that important book character from Emmons Field? They had to recast.
what wasn't it?
It was in Gwen's mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she's gonna show up in Falme. She's gonna
And
show up.
Aaron, you never believe it. The White Cloaks are in the Two Rivers. And Perrin will be like, what? They were just here. I just murdered one of them. How did they regroup so fast? I murdered one of them right here. He was the leader. He's dead. Like, how did they regroup so fast? And she's like, I don't know. Oh, but come with me. And she like runs away super fast. It's like,
Yeah, that's
like
gonna
a
be the 40, 50-year-old shredding. Yeah, she's
It's
gonna
just
be
like
giving.
a cloud of smoke behind her when she. What's up, Chris? I saw you. Thank you for the happy birthday, man. I appreciate it. Oh my god, like it's so like it's like I don't know. Faint. Wait, what? Hold on. The White Cloaks. Yes, I understand, but why? Like, is it literally going to be because Dane wants to kill Perrin's father? I really think that's what's going to be. Is Dane's going to be like, you killed my dad, so I'm going to go kill your family. And it's
But Chris,
that's not
Chris
something
Saunders.
Joe Dane would do.
No, here's the thing about it. Chris Saunders, he says, you're attacking the Two Rivers. It goes back to my original point. Even if the Wyclifs are attacking the Two Rivers in Emmons Field,
How's he going to
Perrin's
know?
all the way far away at Falme. How is he going to know?
Yeah.
Unless Dane Bono goes up to him
Wait, why?
and tells him, I'm going to the Two Rivers in Emmons Field to go kill all your family, and then rides away cackling madly as he does.
But Thane has no ambition to serve the Dark One, and he's not crazy. So why would he care about the Two Rivers?
Why? Yeah. What is? Fane should be all up in Matt's ass right now because he's got the dagger on the top of a bedpost. Like,
Well,
you
yeah,
know, like
Fane in this show, he's a
Yeah.
simple dark Fane. He's not the Payton. He's not the Patton Fane. He's not Mordi from the books. He's a simple dark friend in the show. That's all he is.
Yeah, he's literally just a dark. You're right. He's literally just a high-ranking dark friend. He has no other. They've screwed up Fane so bad. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, I think you're probably right, Chris. There's going to be a lot of dream bullshit and Elida fucking foretelling bullshit and Min foretelling bullshit and stuff like that. So, it's gonna be off the fucking chain. Hey. What's up, my man? What's going on?
Well, not much, mate. How you doing?
Hey, I'm hanging in, dude. How are you? I'm depressed, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it
Happy
out.
birthday, mate.
Thank you, dude. Thank you. I appreciate it. We'll figure out these Dragon Steel tickets somehow.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The
Yeah,
there'll be some
it's-
dickhead selling them. There's someone. Will be
Oh
like
yeah,
trying
there's
to-
gonna be somebody scalping them, 100%. No doubt. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's oh, God. I'm just trying to. It's like things like that come up, and it's just like I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. It's and anything we think of is just gonna be.
Dude, there is no storyline. There is no. I hesitate to call them storylines. There are no storylines that they have that they can work to make season 3 work in any way. Can you name one? There is not one.
Hold on, sorry,
Yeah,
I was looking.
They could look if you picked it up now. Well, if you picked it up now, you could actually take the girl's storyline. You could take Egwene's and Ronnie's and Elaine's storyline so far, and you could make a fist of it. You could continue with that, and you could work with what they've done there. So I can name one. I'm not saying it's good, but I'm saying if you picked it up now, and you went right, I want to do it properly. They haven't butchered Egwene to the degree that they have everyone else by a long way. in my
They've
opinion.
they have well they've but in my
They
mind they've butchered Egwene. And remember, Egwene is my favorite character. Is my second favorite character in this series
well,
behind
but I
Rand and
think
Seth.
but I think
She's
what he's
been
But
saying
good.
is
they butchered
you
her in
could
this show. They
still
butchered her in this show.
you could still she's still her story beat they're fucked, but their story beats are still close to the story,
Yeah,
the closest to the books as any other character. She left and got her training, the training she got at the White Tower. She got
yeah,
captured in the Adom. She
that's
rose in
right.
power due to the Adom. She broke out of the Adom, even though how she did it. Now,
That was
even though
bullshit.
all those things were bullshit how they happened, they
She's
still
still
are in
following
line
the
with,
same plot.
right, it's the same
Yeah.
path. So they could
That's the
still
difference.
But
maybe, but they're not gonna.
here's
No,
the
of
thing:
course
the
they're not.
Tenchico storyline. You said, because Dan, I agree with you that the Tenchico storyline, if you use those three are in a position you could still do that Tenchico storyline. But the problem is that's not the best storyline. Put it that way. It's a good one, but it's not.
Well,
To me, it's not a leading one. Let's put it that way.
the problem is they have no reason to go to Tanchico.
That's correct.
What is their reason to go to Tanchico?
So I think
Well,
maybe
it's
are they
gonna
going to do the
be.
13? Are they going to do the Black Aja fleeing the tower
Yeah,
this season?
I think so.
Maybe that's what started off. Yeah.
Because Lanfear's already been revealed to be a dark friend. By
Well, and
Anna.
that so that's we speculated the other night that this bananas opening that they're talking about, this bonkers bananas opening they're talking about of the 40 a bunch of 50-year-old women shredding each other or whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean. We speculated, I think it might have been Salty who who said it, but that maybe this 15-minute scene is actually the Black Aja people stealing the Tyrion Grawl and escaping the tower, and
That
it's a
just
big
makes.
it's a big power fight.
Yeah, I think Dane said it best yesterday, man. Like that makes too much sense, like that
Yeah.
for them to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, so
Which means
but then you got to get the girls to the tower, and then they got to send, to Sanchez got to send them to the tent. So I mean, it's like there's either going to be a bunch of time skips or there's going to be a bunch of jumping around and teleporting, through way gates and some shit. So
You can
But
guarantee
guys,
both.
in this show, there's no reason for the girls to go back to the tower in this show.
Yeah.
At the moment.
Oh,
Because remember, in the books, they came back from Fame because they were traveling back to continue their training and also to help bring Matt back, because Matt had to be taken back to the tower in order to get the final Dante of the Dagger. That's not the case in this show.
Chris, I like serious idea. Perrin will go home Perrin will just go home because he has nothing else to do now. Then the White Cloak show up and catch him for his murder. Yeah, you're probably right. He'll probably I'm tired of I just want to be a blacksmith's apprentice, not a blacksmith.
He's not even
mind
a
you.
blacksmith yet, though.
He's
Maybe he goes back to start his apprenticeship now. Finally.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna go tell Master Luan I want to take him up on his offer to become a blacksmith. And I'm gonna go home. And then he just goes home and he's like sad. And then they catch him up for murder, and justice is rightfully given out.
But
I think the
But
opening
back- but-
scene that they said is bananas is literally just going to be 15 minutes of the sitters of the Aja berating Suan for what happened in Falma, and then to steal the show will be the entrance of the character that Rafe wanted to put in since day one, Elida. And she's going to do some yes bitch girl boss stuff.
She's
And
gonna
then-
shoot a bunch of
and that's
40
gonna be
and
it.
50-year-old women.
Yeah, that's going to be the 15 minutes of bananas female shredding.
She's
Yeah.
gonna shred
You're
them.
probably right. That's probably how they define that, right? Just with old bitches having a chat. That's what shredding.
Well, yeah, it's no secret that he wanted Elida in there, so that's why, especially with they've made
Foretelling now is the
they've
same
made
as-
special the actress they have as her.
Yeah, and and let's be frank, she's a gun actress. She's great. She's great. But
Yeah.
it's the same old situation, same fucking story as always. We're going to change everything to fit in the actress that we want, rather than
100%.
tell the story with the people that we can get that are going to fit the fucking role.
Correct.
It's
Yeah.
just
But guys, the problem with being Elida in is because you've not done Camelin. She's not been thinking. See how much better it would be if the audience got a taste of her in Camelin. If you had that famous scene where Rand meets her and Garth Bryn and Morghese in the court there in Camelin, and Elida comes up and she basically reads him and basically says, and basically, puts out a probably about him. We've not gotten any of that. She's just
Well,
going to show up and people are like, who is this woman?
Yeah, I think that's why I think they're gonna work some of this. They're gonna try and work some of that in with either flashback of a discussion with Morghese and her in Camelin prior to her sending her to the tower, or they may just ham fist Matt taking a letter for going, like they may send Matt to Camelin with the letter, which sends Elida to the tower. They may subvert and take that storyline, which has no business being anything right now, where Elaine gives the letters to Matt to deliver,
But
to
I
her,
think no, no,
which
I
has
think
no point.
Morghese. I think Morghese and Elida are both going to come to the tower because they're not going to do Camelin at all. We're never going to see Camelin. Morghese and Elida are both going to come to the tower.
That'd be so ridiculously
That would be,
stupid.
why
It's
would
probably gonna.
she's like in the middle of a civil war. Why the hell would she ever leave
Yeah.
her capital city?
Dude,
She's not
you're
coming
thinking logically. These people don't think logically.
No, I could totally see it. I could totally see, them showing up in some sort of procession, and Morghese being all like, "Show me, I want to see the Amelin now," and Elida being like, "Just calm down, get yourself settled, blah blah blah," and then Elida just subverting Morghese and going to try and, you know,
Mhm.
like, and then all the catty bullshit happening inside the fucking White Tower, between Morghese and then instead of Morghese having to escape from White Cloak, she'll have to escape from the White Tower because Elida will betray her or something, and it's just like, and then bullshit. Like,
Dude, I'm
whatever.
telling you.
It's going to be bullshit, whatever it is.
I just can't wait to hear Fayo yell, "Oh my god, I married an axe murderer." Fuck yeah.
You gonna do me like you did your wife, Perrin, huh?
Hi, Prophet.
You're
Just dropping
pregnant,
in
wife.
to say happy birthday. I'm working up the courage to figure out what bananas have to do with the opening scene. With the opening of season 3 right now. Yeah, who knows? It's bonkers though. It's bonkers and bananas. Don't forget the bonkers. But thank you, Gadfly. Thank you very much. How you doing, buddy? Oh yeah.
No, but I don't think, like I said, and I don't think we're going to see Camelin at all. We are not going to see Camelin at all. And
Yeah, probably not. If we see it, it's going to be a room. If we see it, it's going to be a repurposed Shadowlugha /
Yeah.
White Tower room, and it's just
Yeah,
going to be the throne room where Elida and Morghese have a brief conversation and then move on.
Yeah, they
I
can't.
still can't believe that we are doing a show about the Wheel of Time, and if you guys were to pick one object in the entire series that you would want to portray on screen that you could also sell as a toy, what would it be, and what haven't we seen and not going to see?
Kalandor?
Uh-huh. We still haven't
yeah.
even heard of Tyr.
No, we
Oh,
kinda
it's-
did.
They've
Yeah,
cut
we
it.
did.
wait a minute. Didn't we get a glimpse of the Stone of Tyr in that
We
BS
just heard-
backstory about Schwann?
You just heard the stupid barmaid bitch talked about it. I think that
So
was
we speculated that what were young Suwan, who was put upriver to her death by her father, was out for
Had
the
to
Stone of
travel
Tyr,
3,000
but
Oh, yeah.
3,000 miles.
there's no confirmation that was the stone. I don't think it was the stone,
I
and
think it was.
I don't know that Tyr may have been mentioned. I don't know that the stone
She
of
was
Tyr
mentioned by
has
the
been
barmaid.
mentioned.
The
But
barmaid
this-
bitch.
Did she say anything about the stone itself, though?
She said the Stone of Tyr when
Did
she was
she?
talking to Rand about, "Oh, I want to get out of here."
Okay,
Feel
that
these
makes sense.
fucking-
But
Oh.
yeah, so no, look, especially if the cold opening is not Kalandor being pulled, if the cold opening of season 1 or to the episode 1 is not Kalandor, then Kalandor will making an appearance.
Do you
Either
think
that or
they'll
it's
put
going to be
Kalandor-
under.
Do you
It's
think
going to
they'll
be
put in
under a
Rudian?
throne or something. What's that?
Do you think they would put Kalendor and Rudian?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's probably going to be under a chair in Roydion,
Oh,
and
God.
or no. You know what's going to happen? Rand is going to cause the water to flow again in Roydion, and it's going to shoot up out of the fountain.
It's like Arthur. It's like
Like-
Excalibur.
It's going to shoot up into the air and then land in the ground, and you'll be like, "What the fuck is
No,
that?"
I don't know why you guys are so confident. I mean, do we have any proof that we're going to get Radion? I really don't. I'm really not sure we're going to get Radion.
Yeah, they've
I
already
think he
said
said
that.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
they've said it, and they have set photos of it of what they're shooting it. Yeah,
Isn't it look
Rodion is a
Rodion-
confirmed location, so it's a confirmed location, 100%.
So does
I
that
hope we
mean
get
that
Naked Moraine,
confirms?
though.
What's that?
I hope we get Naked Moraine, though, running to Rudian.
Oh,
No.
yeah, that's
No?
gonna happen for sure.
No.
Well,
So then, does this
there'll be no
confirm
naked
then?
bitches running around, mate. It's not gonna happen.
No. So does this confirm then? If Rodion is in the show, this confirms that we're going to get Rand breaking the Aiel
No.
storyline.
Look, just
Sorry.
okay. So let me clarify. There is a place that they're calling Roydion in the show.
That's right.
That does not mean it has anything to do with Roydion in the books. It will probably just be the Aiel city, and that's it. Like I don't think like it could just be where they fucking go to. It's like, we must take you to Roydion to see the clan chiefs, and that could be, it's just it is the Roydion is confirmed a location in the show. That does not mean it's confirmed the book location. It's just that they are calling a
Well,
place
also-
Roydion, and it's in the show.
Yeah, it'll
So
just be the
there's
place where
also-
everyone goes to be women's explained to. That's what it'll be. It'll be
Yep.
where like the wise ones get to tell everyone what to do for the next 12 months.
So
Right.
let me ask you guys a question then. Does Matt get his medallion? Does Matt
No.
get his medallion in the show?
No, Matt ain't. No, Matt's not even going. No,
Right.
Matt's
As if
done.
you can have-
Matt's,
as if you
Matt's,
can- yeah,
Matt has
as if
his
you can have
bedpost spear. It's over.
As if you could have a bloke that has an item that allows him to be impervious to the female fucking power bullshit that they've got going on.
Especially
There's no
how
way they-
that's pretty much played as the sole purpose of the medallion, just to piss off the Aes Sedai.
That's what
Yeah.
I mean. There's no way they
Yeah.
can have that. They can't have that.
Right. Well, that and they've already done the storyline in. Well, they've done their bastardized version of the storyline in front of a mirror in a bedroom in Falme, where he puts a fucking he drinks crazy tea, then remembers he's a hero of the Horn, and then makes a staff out of a bedpost and a fucking duct tape. So yeah,
I think the most elfin and thing we're gonna get in the show is just gonna be the board game. It's gonna be the Easter egg,
boxes.
like
Yeah, yeah, maybe
like
that.
flicker with the stupid
Yeah.
stones in the road. Oh,
Yeah,
that pissed me
no,
off.
it's yeah. So there you go. So yeah, so we've seen those chairs. Roydion will be the place of judgment where the wise ones sit on their thrones of stone to castigate and condemn the Aiel. So yes, that's exactly what it's going to be. We've seen the stone chairs. We've heard them talk about Roydion. So that's exactly what it's going to be.
It's also,
what
I'm
it'll
sure,
be.
also the clan chiefs are going to be greatly diminished. I'm sure in
Not gonna
Aiel
be
society in
clan
terms of the power they wield.
They're gonna be.
There'll be
Guy
no
Shane.
clan chiefs. The clan chiefs will be the same as the village council in Emmons Field, mate. They will not fucking exist.
No, all the men will be Guy Shane. They'll be wearing white.
And
They pick
Chris,
berries and breed the women. That's all they do.
It'll be leash
Yes.
or some shit.
Yes, Matt's actor was confirmed in Tanchico with the two girls. So yes, Matt is not going to the waste. Matt is going to Tanchico.
All right, hey guys, I got to mute myself for about 5 minutes. My daughter's running in the room. I got to go put her to bed real quick. I'll be right back
All
in
right,
about
brother.
5 minutes.
Yeah, man.
So, Who confirmed
Yeah.
that Matt's going to Tanchico, Steve? When was that confirmed? Like,
They saw the actor on the Tanchico set.
no,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah,
You could have
so-
just used a Waygate.
yeah, right. He used a real Waygate called Canada Air. No, I'm kidding. Thanks, John. Good to see you. Thank you very much. Yeah, no, that nothing shot but he was, or like no like news. Nobody's come out and said it, but like he was
He's been-
confirmed on that set. So for multiple days confirmed on that set. So.
So it's just it's so depressing, isn't it? Like when you think about Matt, if you think about Matt, like even like now that it's so depressing to think about Matt, man. Especially like if you're not even
Well,
gonna let him do. Yeah.
it's depressing about it's like just I mean just think of where we're at here. Okay, so
That's what I mean.
it,
If you really think about it, it's
just think
fucking
it. Just think where. Okay, just think about where we're at in the show and where we're supposed to go. Right. So Rand has been declared dragon by somebody else.
Yep.
He has a fucking pastry roll in his side, and
Cinnabon.
It's a
and
blueberry
uh,
pastry.
and we have some people that have done this. Karn! So they're going to. So I guess. See, this is where I don't know. Going with? Is Avienda gonna go with Rand to Ryuden? Is she going to take him there, or are Bane and Chia gonna take him and Avienda say, "I have fucking a life debt to Perrin. I have to go with
Well,
him to the Two
she kind of
Rivers
has to go with Perrin. She kind of has to go with Perrin, doesn't she?
because
They
she's a
set that up.
Wookiee now." I forgot that she's a Wookiee. So
Yeah.
I forgot she's got a life debt to Perrin. So I think
Keeping
Bane
it.
and Chiad are going to take Rand to Ryuden, or some more magical maidens are gonna poof out of the air and be like, we are here too, we are ha, and they're all gonna take him to the waste, and Avian is gonna be like, no, I have total life debt to Perrin Ayabra Shababa. I must protect him because he is a murderer and he will have justice brought upon him. And then that's what's gonna happen. And then Perrin is going to be like, the White Cloaks are gonna be after me for murder, and I can't go up against that charge because I will totally lose.
Well,
Um,
he won't.
I will totally lose up against that charge. So I have to run home and hide in the Two Rivers, and then the White Cloaks will follow him. That's how they're gonna get there.
Well,
He's going to flee a murder charge.
of course he will. He's not going to face it like a man. Why would he
Yeah.
do something stupid like
So
that?
that's where yeah.
That's,
So I think Avienda is going to end up with him because of the life debt. So
well, I agree. I agree because they've set that. That's like they've actually set that up. As in, like,
yeah.
if you, they've sort of
So
set that up.
Egwene, I
That's
guess
fucking stupid as it is.
Egwene's going to be holding on to Rand's penis for a while they go to the waste. So it's not going to have anything to do with Wise One training or Dreamers. They're just going to be so happy they're reunited that she's
Nah,
going
they'll
to
do the drink.
she's
It'll
gonna
be all
sit
about.
on her. She's gonna sit on his dick all the way to reunion, and
No.
and then
She'll do both. It'll be Egwene's like fucking sexual liberation arc at the same time as it's her dreamer bullshit, mate. They
Yeah.
will be all about her dreaming shit.
yeah, and then
I-
halfway there. Let's see, how do we get? Okay, so I still think now what everybody says about Morghese going to the tower, that could be true. But I still like the theory that they're gonna steal the Matt letter thing from. So they're gonna get a pigeon or something from Suwan that tells them that they have to go hunt Black Aja and
One out of that
Tanchico.
headdress. Maybe she's got a pigeon stuck somewhere.
Right, exactly. So they're gonna get a pigeon from some Suwan Sanche, and like it'll be like there's gonna be like a meanwhile, like that's gonna be the cold open. They're gonna show Rand on his knees, and they're gonna go meanwhile, and it'll be the tower and the Black Sisters stealing the Terran Grawl. That way, when the bird shows up at the end of Fall May and tells them, "Hey, you're the only ones I can trust. You got to go hunt these Black Sisters." So they're gonna send the two girls to Tanchico, and and Elaine's gonna be like, "My mother has not heard from me in a few days. I must send her a letter. Matrim Cawthon, you rapscallion, you who I immediately trust because you fought with a bedpost knife. Will you take this letter to my mother?" and then
Was that
Matt,
how we get the Gawain and
and then
Galad
Matt's
fight?
gonna take, and then Matt's gonna take. No, we're not gonna get that fight. That's not happening.
No,
Matt's
we're
gonna
not getting-
take the letter to Morghese, and Morghese is gonna go. The White Tower is full of haughty bitches. Elaine, Elida, go tell those bitches what is what. And I'm coming with you. Maybe she might go with him, and she's gonna go. Matchroom Cawthon, you must ride with me to the tower because you are the last one to see Elaine alive. And it'd be like, fuck, I don't want to go back there. And then that's how we get Matt reunited with fucking Min. Because they're going to go, because Min's in the White Tower. We know this from the discussion with Elida at the White Tower. So they're gonna so Matt is going to run into Min back at the White Tower after he's dropped off the letter and they've gone back to the White Tower, and
When's he
then
going to
Min is going to be
Tanchico?
like, "What's that?"
When's he going to Tanchico? If he's
Well, that's
doing
what I'm
the
getting
letter?
to. So Min is
Oh.
going to be like, "Bitch, I had this vision that you had to save Nynaeve from Mogandine in Tanchico. We got to get the fuck out of here." And then we leave only to find out that Mogandine has actually tasked Min to get Matt to go to Tanchico because Min is really a dark friend.
Yeah, too. Yeah, of course.
Because Min is still a dark friend and under
Ron's a dark friend.
right. So she's so Mogandine has tasked Min with getting Matt to Tanchico.
Recruiting officer. She's his recruiter.
Right, exactly.
Wasn't that
And,
her entire purpose last season too?
Yep. Oh, she gets to take food. She gets to fucking wrap around.
She had to get Matt to follow it for some reason.
It's unreal.
Oh, so I think that's a good start. I think that's probably pretty good. I don't know.
You could be a
What do you think?
screenwriter for Amazon Easy, Steve. You could get a job screenwriting for those stuff.
I don't know. Maybe the execs would veto his scripts. I don't know. They seem hard to please.
God, it sounds so ridiculous. It could be true, right? I don't.
Well, it's probably going to be closer to true than what we think it could be.
Rodion is going to be like. I think that's going to be one of the worst things is when they show up to Rodion and it's just a city.
I think that the Two Rivers stuff is going to be worse. Like, I think the Two Rivers stuff is likely to be more offensive to us, right? I think.
Probably.
Like, if you think about what happens in the Two Rivers arc on the way back, there's none of that can happen. None of it, absolutely none of it can happen from parents' point of view. So, like,
Do
he's
we-
like
Do we
he's
know who's
best
playing Luke?
I don't think we have a Luke yet. I don't think so. Hold on.
I wonder if they're gonna do like a Lord Lucy instead.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Hold on a sec.
Well, they're doing a Jane Fast Rider, Miss Fast Rider.
Are they?
Well, Fair Strider's a woman.
Don't you remember they referred to her as a girl in the season 1?
You're right.
Oh,
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, because
Jane
Egwene
Fast
could
Rider.
only have a favorite book about a female explorer. I
That's
forgot.
Just thought she was Jane herself.
Why
Anyway.
did you remind me of that?
Ugh.
I don't know, man, but like, every time I think about anything, you get reminded of all of it. It's fucked. It is traumatic. It's crazy.
I feel like Kaladin right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm reading Oathbringer at the moment, Steve. I've never audiobooked the bloody Stormlight stuff, but
Yeah.
Oathbringer's cool on audio.
Oh, I love it. Right, my son Ryan is actually he whipped right through Edge Dancer, and
Did he?
is like a quarter of the way through Oathbringer right now. So he's
about
mowing,
Ryan then.
yeah, he's mowing right. He's mowing right through it right now. He's going crazy.
What else
So
has he read?
he's-
Has he done Stormlight, or has he done any of the other stuff?
No, he just started. He started with Stormlight, so
Started with Stormlight,
it was the one he picked up first, just because he knew I enjoyed it. So, but I could see him sort of, he's enjoying the fuck out of it. So I could see him going. I mean, he'll go all the way through Stormlight for sure, and then I don't know. He made the best part thing. I don't know.
You can't. There's no way he's going to be stopping there. You have to go and figure out the connections once you've done that. Like,
Yeah, I would think that. I would think. He'd have a hard time stopping it. It sure doesn't seem like he's slowing down. So, let's see.
well, Max, my boy's on we're almost through Fires of Heaven on the Wheel of Time, and he started Mistborn at his mum's. So like when he's at his mum's, he listens to Mistborn, and when he's here, he listens to the Wheel of Time.
Nice,
So it's,
cool.
yeah,
Yeah, no,
yeah.
he's Ryan's just motoring through, so I gotta do a reread of Way of Kings here soon, so I can have a little chitty chat with him about Way of Kings and Radiance and all that. That'll be fun. So, the writers don't even know what a dark friend is. It's true because they don't
Yeah, that's
realize that
very
they
true.
made they don't realize that they made that they made men a dark friends.
Correct. They don't realize that they fucking made Lanfear like the bloody servant of whatever, like a non-dark friend. However
They
you want
right.
to.
They don't realize. Right.
Don't
That's
know.
exactly right. They don't realize that they made her fucking. They redeemed. They forgot that were
They
supposed
yeah,
to try
they
and
redeemed
redeem
Lanfear.
Ingtar, and they redeemed fucking
Redeemed
Lanfear.
Lanfear.
It's like, oh, light help me. And it's like, yes, we shall. Like, do you think
She
like
should have been fucked because, like, correct me if I'm wrong, right? But literally, the mechanics of the world, she should have just been struck dead instantly.
By the
she
dark one,
The minute
yeah.
that she said that light thing. Right?
She should be dead. Yes. Like,
Yeah, she should be dead.
She should be,
Fucking
like-
stupid.
oh. Because the dark one would just stop, like, just stop giving her fucking, yeah. Oh, thank you, Sven. Thank you for being here. I got to get up a second, but let me leave you guys with a question before I get up for 2 seconds. Let's see here. What's a good question? Because I mean, it's like I would like to keep it like I would like to start getting down some of these season 3 theories because I feel like we lose them all the time. I guess shit.
Have we done a bingo card already?
No, we haven't done a bingo card yet. I mean, that would be long. I almost just want to open up a Word document and start writing some of my thoughts down because there's a lot of them, but it's just like I guess are they going to kill Sawan this season? I'll be right back. 2 seconds. Do you think they're going to kill Sawan? 2 seconds.
Will they kill Swan?
God, no.
You don't reckon?
No.
Why not?
Because they have to do.
Yeah,
They need to get back together.
that's potentially true. But I think that okay, so all right, so if they the question is, will they kill Swan? Will they depose her or kill her? That's what
Oh, I
that's
think
what I can't decide.
looks like Lyle's back. Sorry. So, do you think they're going to kill Sawan?
I don't know because like, are they going to just depose her or are they going to actually kill her when they depose her? I think they're probably going to kill her because she's a big actress and they probably just don't.
So,
Like,
I actually that's actually what I was going to say. I think they're going to kill her because one that allows them to get rid of Gareth Brand without any hubbubaloo. Two, she's I know she was working on other projects. She could barely be there for season 2.
yeah, which
So-
is fucking showed too. It kind of wrecked part of it.
Yeah, season 2, like same thing with the Logain guy. Logain's scenes were all shot at one time, so you could tell because
Was
they
she
never
even
changed
listed?
order. But
Was she
Sawan?
even listed as being in the season?
I don't
Swan,
know.
is she even listed?
I'm not sure. That's a good question. I don't know why my camera.
Is that why Logain couldn't bother to get out of his bathrobe? He was
Yeah,
just too
no,
busy
they
doing
were
stuff?
all his lines, all his stuff was done in like one day while he was able to get to
Yeah.
the shooting.
It's pretty fucked, isn't it? Like it's so fun. Like their actions and their words are so backwards and ridiculous. Like that, he's a good actor. He's actually he's good for the show, and they specifically went out of their way to be like, oh, we think that Logain should be doing more stuff. We love Logain. We want to expand on Logain's story, and then they just do that with him.
Yeah.
Well, fucking,
Yeah.
what do you mean? It's just it's just like
Yeah,
even the stuff
expand
that they try, even the stuff that they try to do good, they fuck up.
Well, that's also another good point, Ryan. No way they kill Sawan. Who would Moraes have scissor time with?
Well, that's what bloody Atticus said.
Yeah, they have to
They
have
need
makeup
makeup.
sex.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Chris says my guess is Suwana Moraine die in the final to be shocking and try to get a season 4. Well,
They're not
I
killing
would
Moraine,
buy
dude.
that, but if they won't kill Moraine, I highly doubt it. Like
Do you mean kill
they're
or kill Moraine?
they've no. I think he means kill, but it's one of those like you got to remember they're billing this show as Rosamund Pike being the lead.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're
So
not going to
they'll
kill
never-
her. They'll kill Rand before they kill her.
Yep.
So maybe they. You're probably right. They probably don't. So maybe they just like don't make it ambiguous like it is in the book, and they just show all the stuff. They show what she's doing, where she is in that time. That's probably
Maybe
what they'll do.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Like
Yeah,
like
but they
Flash-
can't because they've already they've cut the fin. So
Yeah, it's gonna be.
They're not going to kill Siobhan, but I think they're going to have her be in prison because we know that Garth Bryn's not going to be in this show. So they can't have her flee and run into him and start their entire storyline. I just think she's going to be in prison in the tower.
How would that work? I don't know because
Like a trophy for Elida?
Yeah.
but God, yeah, I don't. Man, it's such a mess. It's such a mess. Oh, I'm trying
Yeah,
to
it really
think
is.
how that even works.
it really is a massive mess, man. I don't what they did in season 2 has made it. It's literally retarded. Like it doesn't. There's
Well,
no
it's like-
there's no redeeming it now.
It's like them skipping to the tower coup. Egwene hasn't even gone to the waste yet. She hasn't learned anything.
Oh no, but she already knows it all, so she doesn't need to learn it in the show.
No, I do think, and this is, you know what's funny about it is you look at where people are positioned now at the end of season 2 is, and Al Dan actually got me thinking about this when he mentioned story.
Oh, I think you bugged out.
You dropped out there.
To
Lyle.
get them there. If you decided to actually try to make things right, you could conceivably set some storylines in motion to actually follow the books closer than you have before because of where everyone is at the moment.
I mean, where everyone is where they are at the end of the second book anyway. So yeah, they could have just leaded
Yes,
into.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
third
You,
one.
no matter how
Except for
BS you
Min.
get there,
Min's not there. Except
Yeah.
Min's not
Well,
there.
see,
She
I-
should be there.
Min's not there, no. But I've written men off. Actually, I've written all of them off, but Min's written off completely.
Oh, Min. I thought you said I've written off men.
That's what I thought you said too, Lyle. I don't know that you've swung that way,
No,
mate.
no,
but
no.
good on ya.
Well,
No,
like
I've
and
written off men.
there's also are they? There's the rumor that they're gonna make Leanne fucking either make her Masana. What's
What?
up, man?
Well, I mean, I guess if they're gonna kill, no man, if they're gonna kill off Swan, then maybe Leanne's Masana, I guess, gives something for them to do for that actress.
Well, I mean, if they're talking about Tamandred, you know, whatever. Like, I mean, everything's on the table. I mean, fuck it, nothing matters. Up is down, left is right, right? I mean, what's up, Brian? What's going on, brother?
Not much. Just concluded Choporeal.
How'd it
Couple
go?
hours.
Did anybody come yell at you and say the dragon is your daddy?
No, not really.
Oh, damn it.
But Wheel of Time related. I listened up to chapter 8 of Lord of Chaos.
Oh, okay.
I like the
Chapter
first.
8.
Yeah.
I like the first 3 chapters. They had time, and then after that, it slowed down again. That's my problem with these books. It's very uneven. Like it builds up and then it like that, and it's just. I was listening to there was another Rand chapter where we're catching up with the IEL and all the logistics, which I guess has to be said. And then we get a Matt chapter where he's just like, "Oh, we're a team. I like the sweet moment where he meets the ugly kid, and the kid's like, "You're not,
Over.
you're no boss of me or something." Yeah,
Yeah.
so that was probably the one part of that chapter I liked. Everything else was kind of mid. And then there was a Forsaken chapter which I thought was interesting with Samuel and
And Grindel.
and then we get
Grindel.
then we're back to Nynaeve and Elaine. And Aes Sedai not doing anything.
That's what they
Being
do.
wrong. Aes Sedai being wrong. What's up, Salty? What's going on, man?
Hey, happy birthday to you.
Thanks, brother.
Sorry
Appreciate
that
it.
thing didn't get to you today. It'll supposedly get there tomorrow. So.
Oh, it's all right, man. It's no biggie.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh, happy birthday,
Oh,
man!
yeah.
Yeah, man. You already. Thank you.
Hi, Brian. Hey, Artica.
Hey. I just got in myself.
Wait, what are you talking about, Chris? Rand
the
already
thing
has
with
the key to the
Batman.
chosen call from season 1. They won't give him the sword if. Wait, what? What do you
He has
mean?
the-
No, no,
He
he's
has a
talking
key
about
to
the
the-
little fat man that Moiraine gives him at the start.
Isn't that an
that's-
Angro?
We're
Yeah,
calling
that's
that the key. Wait, we're calling that the chosen call?
No, that's not the chosen call, man. That's a representation of the little fat man angry.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Okay.
Oh,
Well, we've already forgot about that, so that don't matter. It's gone.
I
It's
think
gone.
we can forget about anything that happened in season 1. Seriously, I think
It's
they
up his
just
butt.
Season-
Keistered
they
it.
Worse.
It's been keistered with the
It
rest
went
of
where the
fucking
Horn of
trip.
Valir went, right up her.
Yes, they're taking up residence in the same fucking spot. So
I
You know how that
still
goes.
hope by my prediction that Calendar is under Morghase's bed and Rand has to bang her in order to get it.
Oh, fuck off.
Sounds about right.
What's Calendar? I never heard of it.
Exactly? What's a
Right.
calendar? It's gonna be on one of them stone benches in Reunion that we saw. One of those stone chairs. It's gonna.
Yeah,
like
maybe
every-
maybe the wise ones. Maybe the wise ones give it to him after some kind of like ritual humiliation ritual that Rand has to perform in order to pass as the Khan.
Yeah, he's.
Do you
gotta
guys-
take his
Do you
thing.
guys
Go ahead,
think
sorry.
that they're going to utterly subvert our expectations by focusing more on the Aes Sedai than the supposed how many 6, 7 Taveran we have now? I mean,
18, I
I
think,
don't-
was the last count.
I don't get this whole like we're going to spend the first 30 minutes with a bunch of 40 and 50-year-old women like being
Shredding.
50.
Shredding.
Like,
I don't
why
even
would
know
you
what that
sell the
means.
show?
Shredding. What does that even mean?
I don't even like.
They're
I
gonna have
don't
a
know.
They're gonna have a meeting. It's gonna be Gossip Girl group.
It's
But
going
I
to be
think-
passive aggressive shit.
Yeah.
It's going to be.
Yeah,
It's gonna,
no, you're right. And it's just like that's gonna set the, like it's going to set the tone for the whole series. The first 15 minutes instead of it's gonna be 50-year-old women, I guess geriatrically throwing around the power,
Who forgot the pudding?
and then yeah, and then after that, the next scene after that is going to be them discussing what the fuck happened and the consequences of it, and then we'll be 30 minutes into the first episode, and you won't have seen any one of the main characters yet. And yeah,
Hey, guys. Come on now. Rafe told us they're going to be more book accurate in this season. Come on now.
well, what's her name in
Yeah,
that
but he
in that
doesn't read.
tweet? In that tweet, guys, that's when she
Nakamura?
said, "Yeah, season 2 is going to be dog shit, but season 3 is going to get right back on track." Now, I've been listening to this whole stream. I was just doing IRL stuff, but I don't know what they mean by that because the show has never. And I'm not trying to be clever. Where the fuck do you go to be book accurate now? Where do you go? I don't get what that means. You end up on the IE waste. Why? You guys did a great job talking about Perrin. Where the fuck is Perrin? Where the fuck is Perrin in Two Rivers? It's not going to be like. Do you even think Loyal's going to go there? Is it going to be?
Why is
Avendia
Loyal
in the
doing
Two Rivers?
Oh
anything
my
now?
God, I even forgot Liel.
yeah,
I forgot
we
Liel.
fucking
Where did he
forgot about him.
Seriously,
Yeah.
seriously. Oh no, there's another one. You guys want to just hold on a second now. Now I'm not saying I'm a genius, but I blew my own fucking mind listening to you guys talk. Remember what a big deal Fail was to Perrin?
Yeah.
first love of his real love of his life.
Yeah.
Perrin has already been married. And Perrin
Yeah, I mean-
already killed his fucking wife. And
Yeah.
now how the fuck does Fael fit into that? Is it just going to be him being guilty? Because, like, all
Well,
I do is kill bitches that I'm
I
married
can't
to?
love you.
She likes,
If I
she
love
likes
you, I'll
it
kill
rough.
you.
She likes it rough, so that might come as a reference.
Dude,
There's a beast inside me, Fael. You don't understand.
there's rough. Okay, there's rough, and then there's got to get rid of the body. Okay, and like there's it's
Well, you
very
also
clear
gotta-
delineation there. Okay,
You also
and
remember
Al Dad
Chew-
knows what I'm talking about.
you also
As
got to
a-
remember
the test, he's gonna
Chewbacca's
put it to the
following him
test.
around with a life
But
debt.
here's
dude.
the-
They could do like an
Thing, though.
OJ storyline for Perrin.
true.
Where he catches Fael cheating on him.
If the axe fits, you must do it, man. Yeah, that's what it is.
Perrin didn't do it.
Yeah, he's gonna jump on a white Bronco and ride around, being chased by all the white cloaks.
And then
Oh,
then
God.
you will have to like come down from Chaldea to track down his daughter's murderer.
God.
Fuck no.
But
Oh,
here's the
God.
problem, though. How in the world are you going to? Because they've already gone past the point. How are they going to have Perrin even meet Fael in this story? I mean,
That's what I mean.
Well,
She'll
they'll
be-
just throw her in. She'll just
That's-
appear out
yeah.
of nowhere.
She'll be on the street and
Yeah.
Perrin will be like, "Hey, Chewie, we better go help this damsel in distress." And they'll go to help her, and she'll be like, "Fuck you! I don't need your help." And it'll be like, "Oh,
That's
Oh,
right. You're
Talk
right.
dirty
You'll
to
come
me.
through Avienda. They'll meet through Avienda. Like she'll ask Avienda for advice. Some woman
Yeah.
advice about some bullshit because she's like run away and she's a hunter of the horn. If they even do that, and she'll be like, "Oh, you're a badass. Let me just talk to you," and then that's how she'll meet Perrin for sure.
Wait, she can't be a hunter of the horn
but I
because
don't-
she's
I don't
royalty.
think they're going to do the hunt for the horn. I don't
Yeah.
think
They
they're going to
already
do the hunt
found
for
the
the horn.
horn, so why is there a hunt? That's what I
There
was
won't
going to
be.
say. If
Well,
the
no,
horn has
'cause-
been found.
Because in the show, the TV show, the hunt for the horn was a ploy by the wealthy Carhean to get rid of all the filthy, disgusting, smelly
That's
poor
right.
people.
that's
So how
still
would
ongoing.
Fael be a hunter for the horn when she's royalty in the Borderlands?
Yeah, but because she's going to be anti-capitalism as well, and she's just going to do it. So she's going to do it at the token of the revolutionary act.
the rich.
oh my god."
What
The
do you
horde
say?
of relief
What-
for the
what-
people.
Watch Min end up with Fael. Watch that
Oh,
happen. Like
why
because
not?
we haven't had a
Yeah.
lesbian sex
Oh, wow.
scene in like
No.
10, 15 episodes.
Dude, I don't even know. How are you going to make Min the Dark Friend even play into this season? Because
She's gonna.
She was
I
Ishi's
don't know.
prison bitch. She was Ishi's prison bitch, and he just handed it off to Moghedien. Like the story doesn't need to tell you.
There it
doesn't
is.
need to tell you.
This is exactly what I was thinking. Fael is gonna be Slayer. Yep,
Yeah.
good call. Fael is gonna be
Probably.
Slayer in the show, a guy in the dream, and after she chose her name in the book, so it's easy to make her trans character in the show.
But then are they going to do Osangar as well? Orangar, whatever.
I doubt they'll even get that far. Arangar, yeah, probably not. But we're gonna get Morandina. That's for
Prince
sure.
for you.
Mordina, yeah.
We're gonna get Morandina for sure.
I
but
knew Mordina was coming the first day.
Morandina is gonna happen, but
How's,
like
how's that going to work in the dream interpretation of Foyo's character then, like with the Falcon? Like, how are we going to tell when she's a girl and when she's a boy? Are we going to
There'll be a
change
giant penis,
Oh.
yeah.
it'll just be naked, yeah. It's just
you're going to see a well-endowed Falcon in the actual.
Yeah. It can only hop. Its dick is so big it can't fly, but it can just hop like on a foot or
three-legged
two.
Falcon? That could be part of the
That's
prophecies,
a
man. Just three-legged Falcon.
17-inch fucking falcon dick dragging in
Yeah.
the dirt the whole fucking show.
That's it. The three-legged Falcon fighting the fucking golden
Dude, it's so
bearded.
good to laugh about this, man. We cried about this fucking show so much. It's liberating to hear Sanderson say what he says, and with a lot of bitterness. With a lot
Yeah,
of
it is.
bitterness.
And that's,
Yeah.
that's,
liberating.
that's the tip of the iceberg too, just quietly.
it's
You-
yeah.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
like it's changed. I just him just like, oh yeah, the show is shit. But don't blame the writers.
It
It's
is
like I
funny.
still might need some of them when I get my shit. So don't blame the writers. But it's like, yeah,
God, why would you hire anybody? Like,
yeah,
I could see hiring maybe a director or two, or the catering company, or maybe some of the costume people from season 2. But other than that, don't touch
you
anybody.
don't need none of them.
Anybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm
But
fucking hot. None of them.
No,
They all get a bullet.
oh shit. Well, yeah,
He's
probably.
going
Australian
Aussie on us.
ruse. Yeah.
Oh
You
Drank a
man.
He-
VB there.
but it's honestly, and one of the things too that I find so funny about this show, and like I said, is the fact that for a show that is supposed to be incredibly progressive, it is so regressive. It is. This show was built, and I'll say this very, very this show was built on a foundation of hate.
horror.
The hate drips through this show.
Resentment. It was definitely resentment for somebody telling Bezos to buy this series and telling him that it was going to be Game of Thrones. And I think there was a lot of resentment because, again, how many years ago was this? 3 years ago, 4 years ago when this started. They just bought a random fantasy series that had big numbers. And they're like, well, fuck it. Just turn it into Game of Thrones. It's like, well, you can't, It's like
Yep.
trying to turn The Hobbit into Game of Thrones. You can't fucking do it,
Well, hell, I mean, Warner Brothers tried to turn The Hobbit into The Lord of the Rings, and look how well that went. So
Don't worry.
It's-
Don't worry.
it's-
They're gonna turn Harry Potter into Boys in the Hood. I can guarantee you that.
See, Jake,
no, but-
no one will be that bad.
I don't know. In all honesty, and I do wonder. This season, I don't think goes beyond 3. I think too. Also, if you notice, Rafe has been very quiet. We've not heard a thing from him. I think Rafe knows this is the last season, and he's already moved on to his God of War project and stuff like that. I think he's already like, you know what?
We know that.
This show's
We
done.
know that. He said he was leaving after season 3. He's God of War is already in pre-production and in production. Like, I don't know who supposedly is going to take it over next. God forbid who they put in there to take this over. Depending on the race, ethnicity, and sexuality of that director, we may get a 4th season just because it's Amazon, But I don't know how you continue the show.
Wait,
I don't know how you get $80 million, $100 million a year for what? You think Rosamund Pike's gonna stick around for this shit? Daniel Henney? You think they're gonna fucking stick around?
If they get paid, they'll stick around because they're fucking whores. But
So wait, you're telling me that Rafe's favorite book series ever is currently airing as a TV show, and he would rather do God of War instead?
100%. He's the world's biggest.
maybe his mom played. Maybe his mom played the games, played the God of War games with him as well when he was a really little kid.
Sure, shit wasn't his dad. I mean, like, seriously, if that guy had a dad, he would have slapped the shit out of him a long time ago.
I don't think Rafe was allowed to play God of War. I think that was the issue.
You know what?
Just
Rafe at this point is proof of the old adage: never trust a male feminist.
Amen. I'll drink to
did
that.
Why did he have to add male in there? I think feminists would have
Articus
sufficed.
has it. Articus has it. Gender free.
Well-
It's a gender neutral assumption.
Some
I'm
of the
sorry,
old
that's
feminists.
my. I'm sorry, that's my misogynist. That's my misogynist. No, I'm sorry. Whatever, coming out.
Miss Andre.
My
Some of
misandry
the
coming
OG
out.
feminists aren't that bad. Some of the OG ones aren't. They're nothing like what they are today. It's completely different.
Oh, now that's reminding me of the feminist panel. That was funny.
Steve, I'm sorry to hear about my man Easton being fucked over on his rhythm section percussion stuff. I
Yeah,
was
dude,
listening
that
to
was
I-
dude, that was oh god. He's a
It's
season.
a
he's
beta
on
cuck.
sleep.
Fuck. This is why I quit teaching 20 years ago. I can't even imagine dealing with these fucking shitheads.
I had
shitheads.
I had to reel it back in because I was mad. Like it was one of those like, Easton was physically upset. Like he was crushed, right? Like I mean, because my dad was there, his brother and sister came, and then even my brother brought his wife and his daughter, so we were all there. He could see us. He was hyped up. He said he tried real hard to get all the beats right and everything right. So he was ready to go. He was talking about playing the chimes in a certain way and yada yada yada. And then he got to play 1 out of 3, and fucking, it would be one thing if like he's like, oh, it was accident or this, that, or the other, or this, blah, 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 blah. But the fucking dude whining and crying about how bad it is for him and how he feels bad and how he doesn't get any help. It's like, dude, you are
Zero
working with
accountability.
fucking like kids. How look? There's 3 parents here, including me. So not including me. So 4 parents whose kids worked real hard and had family in the audience waiting to listen to play an instrument for them, and you didn't let them do that. And you're
This would have
whining. And
never
you're whining
happened
about you.
This would have never happened in the 80s, and I can tell you that. And I taught in the 90s. This would have never happened in
Well,
the 90s.
it didn't
would have
happen.
never ever happened.
It didn't happen
Ever.
to Easton when he was, or to Ryan when he was in band in high school. There was we were just talking about it. His band teacher, she was freaking crazy awesome. Like, she was doing it all on her own, and she was on top of that shit. She was in charge, and everybody fucking knew it. She said jump. They said, okay, yeah, how high? I'll jump twice. Like, what the fuck do you need, right? She was the conductor. She was in charge. They fucking knew it. They did what they needed to do. This guy is just, oh, it's so hard. Nobody, I don't get any help. It's like,
Wait,
dude,
I'm
what
trying to
about-
understand. I'm trying to understand context. So your son wasn't allowed to play?
So what happened was he had his concert tonight, right? So he practiced real
Yeah.
hard. We were there. He played they did the first, the higher class went first for some reason. I don't know why, but then they brought up the 6th graders. He played. He got to play one. He was playing the timpani drums for one of them, for the first song that they were up there for, and did a great job. We could hear him banging that drum all the way up there. He did great. And then when it came to the next one, some big fat bozo got in his way. Some 8th grade asshole. Basically, I guess for lack of a better term, pushed him off the instrument he was supposed to do, because apparently they were both assigned to it and they didn't have enough of the instrument. So he didn't get to play the second song, and then same sort of thing happened for the third song, and then the same thing happened for the fourth song. So Easton only got to play 1 out of the 4 songs he was supposed to play tonight. And he was obviously upset, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I didn't know if he did something wrong. I wasn't sure if he wasn't up to date on his, he was getting the notes wrong or something. So I stayed back to ask the teacher what the fuck happened, and there were like 3 other parents that had cornered the teacher asking the same question as I had, which was, why the fuck were we here if you weren't going to let my kid play?
That's nuts. That's nuts.
And then instead of like apologizing and being like, is he all right? I'll make sure I talk to him, blah blah blah. Which he sort of said, but it eventually he said that, but immediately went into him whining and crying about how hard it was for him and how he's doing everything by himself. And he didn't have enough instruments, and he had to carry everything in himself, and this, that, and the other. And he didn't have any volunteers, and whine. And I'm sitting here, and Easton's out in the hallway crying because he didn't get to play.
And it wasn't just Easton affected by this.
Man.
Beta
We have
made
children teaching our children.
It wasn't just Easton. I mean, this guy's incompetence and lack of critical thinking and making it about him didn't just affect Easton. It was several kids.
Yes, it was a bunch.
We have narcissistic children as teachers in our schools now. This
they're
just makes me
emotionally
more determined.
Yeah.
Well, it was just the fact that he just went immediately into victimhood. Victim.
Yeah.
I'm the victim. It's like, dude, what about the fucking kid? Like, what about these kids that are beside themselves and upset because you left them out because you can't manage anything?
So several kids were assigned to the same instrument or something.
So he didn't bring enough instruments.
So he's a
Pretty
fucking.
basic.
So
Yeah,
instead of so he miscounted or misallotted or whatever, and didn't bring enough instruments for all the kids to play.
Didn't do his job.
and then didn't realize that it didn't realize there weren't enough. And then when all the kids got up there to do it, it was basically first come first serve, or if you're eighth grader's gonna push
They're getting front.
gonna push the sixth grader out of the way. And who are, that was that. So Easton wasn't making a stink about it. He just was like, well, fuck, and got out of the way so they could finish the songs.
Yeah.
Because
That's
he
why
just
I'm
mismanaged the whole situation.
Wow. That's why I'm homeschooling. I'm going to homeschool my daughter. I'm not
Good
even going
man.
to deal with the school system.
Good man. Seriously, my brother, who's an educator, and he's an educator in Eastern Europe, and he and his wife, probably half the money they make goes into sending my niece to a private school. Because they don't want her even in Romania, they don't want her near one. And this trans shit doesn't exist in Romania. This commie shit doesn't exist in Romania because they're still celebrating the fact that they overthrew Ceausescu, the commie that they shot and then hung out a window and set him and his wife on fire back in like in '89. So
They set them on
Salty, you're
fire.
absolutely right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
dude, they're fucking commies. What do you don't do what we're doing to commies right now. All right. There's only one thing to do to commies. All right. Like there's one. And I'm not going to say it.
No, but honestly, my wife, who's half Russian, actually, and she's half Russian, and she grew up in Moscow and all that, and she got over. She looked at this woke stuff and is basically like, why are you guys letting communists run her? Because you basically said these wokies are communists. She straight up said they're communists. They're freaking.
They are.
And no, and she was like, all this kind of stuff. And yeah, she's like, why do you give them so much deference? And she basically is of the opinion. She basically, you know what she told me? She said, we're going to homeschool our daughter, and I don't care if you want to stay home. He says, I'll take her back to Russia and school her there before I send her to any of your American school systems. So
if you're a single man under a certain age, get a passport and go to Eastern Europe, go to South America. Do not buy American unless you're going to talk an Amish or a girl from Idaho or Wyoming or Texas or Oklahoma.
Did you just say do not buy American?
Do not buy American unless you go to those red states and then find yourself a girl with big hair who loves Jesus and then hook up with her, because the ones those are the ones that are really wild in bed.
That's amazing.
So, yeah.
Well, the ones that are, well, I mean, just look at it, like I said, and I hate that for Easton. I hate that he was robbed of his chance to play by a basic, a basic wuss. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is pathetic as he was. It's terrible. I hate it for him.
Yeah, it's all messed up. There's other things going on too that are none of his control, but are affecting him. So I'm just ready to be through this school year and deal with it next year. I guess at least we know we're up against next year a little better, I guess. So, but yeah, it was a giant pain in the ass. So, but he's good. I just I need to not go blow up at the school is what I need to do. Oh boy, but
it's crazy.
Yes, sir. But man, so we've been going for almost 2.5 hours. So
we just have to just quickly discuss Chris's comment.
Oh, you want? Yeah, of course. What, this one?
Because he's right.
Go ahead. So, oh god, I just realized Moraine goes into Ryuden. She sees a vision of her having sex with Rand to manipulate him.
They are going to do that 100,000 fucking %. They're going to do it 15 times on repeat in high definition all over every motherfucking city across the world. It's going to be disgusting.
He already
and they're going to do
that high mileage MILF, dude. You're right. He's going to get another cougar.
But no, but Moraine's a lesbian. She's not going to do that. They're not going to do that in the show. In the show, she's a lesbian.
Come on. You got to do it for the mission, man. For the mission. She's gonna take one for the
team.
Yeah, she's gonna
She's a lust. And she's a lesbian until season 3. She's a lust.
She'll be distraught over feeling Suwan's death. So she'll seek the arms. She'll seek the arms of Rand and Ryuden, and it'll be hot steamy tub scene where Rand toes
If
Moraine.
they have those two have sex, I'm going to
Oh.
vomit, like projectile vomit. Seriously.
He's already paying land for his
Well,
dog.
hey.
He's got his old duck wood up, so he should be right to go.
Oh man, yeah,
Oh my god, no, but
we're
I'm probably
45-year
gonna
olds.
get Moraine naked in the desert too already. I'm probably gonna get that.
Yeah, more 40-year-olds flinging around,
Oh,
shredding
the
each other.
sweat. We're gonna get a sweat tent scene. You know that, right?
Oh,
Yeah, I
absolutely.
know that.
Oh,
They already did a precursor in the bloody tower, didn't they, with the ice and
Yeah.
ice?
Yeah.
Well,
They've got their
with the
own-
bathhouse with the ugly mannish women, yeah, that was
Yeah,
great.
man.
I had a
She will
hard
kill
time
for the
fapping
dragon.
to that.
If
Yeah.
she
She'll
will kill
take
for
the
the
D.
dragon, she will take the D for the dragon, or from the dragon. Yeah, yeah. She'll probably proclaim it herself. You know. Oh, sorry, my bad. I'll be quiet.
oh, hey, Steve. One last question though before we
Yeah.
wrap up. I do have one last question pertaining to this discussion,
Yeah.
and this is because do we know for sure are Gowan and his brother going to be in this series, or are they going to combine them in the next?
Galad
series?
Trakand. Galad
There it is.
Trakand.
Yeah, Nerporio's got it. Galad Tricont. They're going to combine them and make
Yeah.
one giant pussy robot named
So
Galad
they're not going
Tricont.
to have Galad and Gowan. They're not going to have Galad and Gowan then.
No.
They're definitely having one of them because there's scenes that they've leaked scripts for Garwin, right? So like,
They've leaked scripts for no. So I don't know if they've leaked scripts, but they've
leaked scripts.
wait, they did leak scripts.
Yeah,
It's confusing because
It's been a long time, but yeah,
it's
they did.
confusing.
Yeah.
So they've leaked something. They presumed it Gowan, but it's what they did, and they did it on purpose. They've cast a guy. They cast one in the role of Galad Trakand, like Nerporio said. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, that's a typo. That didn't, that's not really, they're not really doing that. They are really doing that. It's that they're combining them. So the script, I believe that the script, I believe that the script that they released that they thought was lines for Gowan was actually lines for Galad Trakand, who is both.
So is that because I'm thinking of the scene. Is that the scene when Galad is Gowan? Because I remember there was a leaked audition tape. There's an audition tape, I think. I'm just seeing where he's talking with one of Lana's warders, one of her gay bisexual warders. I forget which one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what they're way back. I covered it way back. There was a scene where released that. I forgot exactly. It was on. I could go find it, but it was basically they speculated because of what was being said that it was Gowan. But if you just consolidate the fact that they've taken Galad, given him Gowan's last name, you just come to the conclusion that they speculated wrong. Well, they sort of speculated wrong. Not really. It's just there's one brother, not two.
Yeah. The question is,
So now the question is,
let's get to his super chat real quick.
So Whisker Fisherman, $2, man. Thank you. Glad to be here for the stream. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for being my first Asherman, my first member. I appreciate you. Thank you for the gifted membership as well. And Forsaken is now Dragonsworn. Thank you very much. What's up, Jed Roberts? Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, I told him it was your birthday, so hey.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Go ahead.
So does that then confirm then? Because I've heard rumors. I don't know if this is true. You guys are more than I am. I've heard rumors that Galad or Gowan, whatever you want to call him, is going to be non-binary, transsexual, transform, whatever in this series. Is there any proof of that? We have
they have the actor. The actor looks pretty fit. So
the guy, you're right. So again, Nerporio is on top of this again. The guy they cast actually fucking is a good casting for Galad.
Yes,
it's one of those. It's like they actually got it right. He's very fucking good looking, and chiseled, and he looks like he's a good casting. Yeah. So the person they cast for Galad or Gowan or both, whatever, the one they cast actually was good. So the non-binary Galad thing is gone. That was just.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think it's
Stuff's
more
small.
likely we get. I think it's more. The more and more I think about it, I think we're more likely to get a Slayer Fael who is man and woman, one in the dream, one in the out.
Wait. Slayer Fael, really?
Yeah, I think that I think
Transfile.
the more that well, not even just you can just they're sex is a construct. She's both, so she's a female outside, she's a male inside, and wham bam, thank you, man. So yeah, I the more I hear that, especially with Avienda being Chewbacca for Perrin.
Did they even tell the story of the fall of Malkir? I don't think they did in the
They showed those things that they called towers. Remember in season 1, there was some things that looked like rocks stacked up about 5 feet tall. Yeah.
But they never told the story.
No, they never told the story.
No.
That's why Perrin murders her. 3 for 3, baby. Woohoo! Perrin the axe murderer. I love it. So all right. Well,
was Perrin going to kill Fael?
Yes, 100%.
Well,
with an axe
if
to the belly.
If they do that, I'll forgive a lot. If they just get Perrin to take that axe right through Fael's head, I'll forgive.
No, it'll be.
She'll be a dark friend. Watch, she'll be a dark friend.
Look, guys, you forget Perrin is an axe murderer. He has an MO. He likes the axe to the belly. Okay, so he likes the axe, so the axe goes right to the belly, spilling the intestine, and then he lets his wolf friends eat.
He has to kill someone in this season because he killed his wife. Wife in the first season, and at the end of season 2, he kills Jeffrey Bornhold. So who's he going to kill in season 3?
He's got to kill somebody.
I'm okay with that. I can live with him killing Fael. That's one change.
So it's also not just kill somebody. It has to be kill somebody in cold blood.
Yes.
He has to kill somebody in cold blood. So he's gonna kill Fael. So that's what it's gonna be. He's gonna be doing Fael, then he's gonna fall asleep, and she's gonna turn into a man in front of him. He's going and he's gonna wake up and murder.
Justifiable homicide. Then that's justifiable.
Can I answer Nas's question right here?
Oh, sure, of course, absolutely.
Are there any steamy sex scenes in the book? Well, I mean, it's not gratuitous like Game of Thrones, but there's a point where certain Rand and certain Avienda are stuck in the snow, and they're both naked, and then
he slips through the high hard one, and she screams and she squirts. It's really in graphic detail.
Yeah, and then Rand gives her strawberry and finger blast.
Yeah. She looks like a goddamn Dunkin' Donuts glazed donut. They detail it. You really need to get this whole series.
Yeah, and this is all happening while they're being like hunted by warriors flying these big giant beasts and all that. So it was actually one of the better parts of the Fires of Heaven, if you ask me.
Pretty good scene.
Great scene.
Okay,
great scene.
Rest of the book.
Hey, salute! Cheers to you, Nas. I love you, crazy bastard.
Oh, Perrin, I get the most gash for my axe. Oh my god.
Jesus.
Woo-wee.
Well, that's the best way to keep it sharp is bury it deep in a stump, and I can't think of anybody better to be a stump than Fael. I'll tell you.
I don't know why we're not writing this shit down. Like, I mean, come on. Like,
it's on the internet, mate. You don't need to write it down. It's recorded forever.
I guess that's true too.
Well, I'm sure. Let me ask Salty, because Salty, you keep track of this much more than I do. When do you think season 3 gets released?
Well,
2025, right?
So I think, and Steve, you tell me what you think too, and Aldan. So House of the Dragon was the smart one and announced when they're going to come out, and I think HBO was smart for that. Now, Rings of Power, no offense, wants to be nowhere near that release date because they remember what it was like going head to head with them. Yeah. Yep. So what I think is that they're going to go ahead and drop the Rings of Power probably in November, right when the release of the War of the Rohirrim happens, and they'll probably do some bullshit marketing thing or whatever. And I think maybe we'll get season 3 Wheel of Time, maybe February, March, April of next year. What do you guys think?
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
I think more mid-year. I think Wheel of
Yeah.
Time more mid-year. I think they are trying to stretch their content, and especially if it's the last season, they'll try and stretch it so there's not such a gap between that and the next, which will be the last
2025.
hour as
So like
well. Yeah.
2025.
Well, so I think 2025 for sure. I
Yeah.
don't think I don't even think that's in doubt anymore. I think they've actually
Yeah.
been enough people slipping up saying 2025. But I think your timeline's probably pretty spot on. Because you're right. Whether you like Rings of Power or not, going up against House of the Dragon was not good.
Hilarious.
Not it was hilarious, but it wasn't good press for Rings of Power. So
Ah.
I think your timeline's probably pretty good, and then
So, but
man,
here's the question.
I think mid yeah. I think
Here's
they've done September and October releases for Wheel of
That
Time.
makes
So
sense.
March April might
That's
not be that.
What was the difference between season 1 and 2?
What do you mean? What
What
difference?
was the
For
difference
release?
in time lab between releases?
November. It was
Over a
late
year.
November 2021, and I don't
Over a year
remember
and a
what
half,
it
I
was.
think.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
September
earlier.
or October
It was a
2023.
little bit earlier. Yeah, in the year for season 2, a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
So
so
about,
that'll be almost 2 years.
yeah.
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, they're trying
People
to
don't
make
care
people
about
forget
this
how.
show now.
But
No one's going to care
you're
about
right.
it in 2025.
But there's nothing to lose, Lyle, by hiding the show, because maybe people will forget how much it sucked in season 2.
Yeah, plus
And
it's
I'm
just
not trying to be funny. People will just see content and they'll be like, "Oh, that was a
So-
dumbass show."
So,
Yeah.
do you remember we kept saying when the fuck is season 2 coming?
Yeah,
on? When the
I
fuck
remember.
is season 2? So
Well,
season
originally it
1
was
came
supposed to
out
come out
in
in spring. It
Oh,
was
wait,
supposed to come
so-
out in spring, and it
So
didn't.
season 1 came out on November 19th, 2021. Season 2 came out on September 2023. So that's almost 2 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Steve, I was listening to your video today.
Mhm.
Do you think that
Thank you.
the whole reason why they postponed the season was because of the Horn Valir? They didn't include the
Yes.
Horn of Valir, and that's why you get this ugly water
Yes.
pitcher Horn of Valir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kmart
I
stock.
I
Wherever you come
100%
from, Walgreens.
I 100% think it was a fucking rush job. I think
Yep.
it was a reshoot. I think that things that have been said now by Brandon
Oh.
Sanderson and Guy Roberts
Ah.
confirm and give credence to the fact that that those scenes were not shot. They weren't intending on ever doing them. And whether it was Sanderson saying it and somebody else, I don't know what made them change their mind. Whether it was that's the thing. I don't know what made them change their mind or made them have second thoughts. Maybe their runtime was fucked, or
I think
or
they read
some-
the book, Steve. I think they just read the book finally. They went, "Oh fuck, there's a horn in this book. We better put it in."
Well, I
think
mean,
the fighting sucked. I mean, you how many shows have you done with Nathan, Steve? I think that fighting was so fucking terrible that they probably tried to do something in the
they
sky.
need to.
And
I think they need, and maybe they need to. You're right, and so many jump cuts, and maybe they need to extend it out and give something in between the shitty ass fights. Because you got to remember, where we see nothing of the horn, we see fucking like whatever him do his Spider-Man claws, which could have easily been fucking a bullshit reshoot. Then all of a sudden, the next time we see it, Loyal has been given it off screen. He just
Yes.
walks around the corner with it in his arm,
Yes.
and then
All in.
they have no way to open it, so they have Matt use his lightsaber, which doesn't have that. Like, where the fuck did that come from? To cut it
Lamp-
open.
Hey, Dega. Sorry.
By Lamphere. Lamphere gives Loyal the fucking horn of Valir.
Well, and then think about it too. The Horde of Valir Heroes of the Horn scene is fucking like 60 extras on a bridge.
It's all CGI. It is all CGI,
But-
and
but-
all
but-
the costumes look like shit. They
But-
literally look like cosplayers.
Does that not feel
Sub-
right? They do. They feel like trash that they got. It's like, oh shit, we need people to look different. But does that scene not have the feel of a tacked on fucking backlot fucking let's put people in this small area I'm in Zack Snyder's backyard. We gotta add on a fucking scene of a fight here. Let's do it.
They made it an afterthought.
It's so small. It's such the Horde of the Lear scene, the Heroes of the Horn scene, is so small in comparison to what it should have been. It
Well, it should have
takes
been
place on a bridge.
Yeah.
It should have
So
been-
that means that he wasn't even meant to say that his special line then.
No. No.
That line?
But the whole thing is they didn't even add in any other CG like atmospherics effect. I mean, I know there's there's no way this show is going to replicate what happened with the earth rolling and swallowing. We didn't get the flying insect creature things and all that other shit. But not even like waves on the
battle
ocean or some type of atmospheric effects from the legendary Heroes of the Horn showing up for the first time in how many like eons. No, we just got a bunch of people that look like maybe they could be at a car show as cosplayers walking around, not doing.
Yeah, they do look
Or Jordan Con costume contest, Salty. They could have been there.
Well, they're a little bit better than that. I mean, didn't
Yeah,
see
you're
a,
probably right.
a chick with fake tits, pink hair on his knees. Yeah, that was,
God, yeah, that was bad. Holy shit! But
It's-
so yeah.
it's-
So to
No,
answer your
I-
question, Brian, yes, completely think it was tacked on nonsense.
It was 100% tacked on. It was an afterthought. It was a fucking disgrace.
well, and the
and I've
pacing
heard,
was
of
all
course, we
different.
know-
Go ahead.
Yeah, but I was going to say this too. I wonder, and this is honest to. The oil battle. That's good. No, I do wonder. I wonder if this season we will get Calendar tacked on the same way they did the Heroes of the Horn.
No,
Just
they can't.
because-
I think Sanderson did this. Because he probably read. I think this has happened because he saw the season 3 scripts. He probably begged
I don't think-
Rafe not to do what he did, and then Rafe did it anyway. And I think that's why he's acting out now, because I think he knows how
happened in
bad
season
season
2.
3 is going to be. He's like, I want nothing to fucking do with what's about to be.
I reckon that happened in season 2, Stolgy. And what we've seen is the
But I'm saying with just what happened at C2E2, which was like 3 or 4 weeks ago, you know, he had dropped things in those videos that Steve had in his video today that came out on his podcast, which is different, right? But to go in front of the entire crowd at C2E2 and say that shit,
It's actually a big
to
deal,
me,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's an escalation of
It's an
work.
escalate.
yeah.
It
You know?
is. Yeah, I agree. I think you're both right. I think he probably was fuck. He's like, fuck this. I'm not giving out any more feedback, and that's why I sort of
Agreed.
acted out during the live stream. And then maybe he did get preview copies of something, and he saw it, and he's like, dude, I need to get the fuck away from this.
Because he never did that. He never named Bezos before.
Do you
No.
He
But do you guys-
didn't. The shit. Go ahead out there. Yeah.
do you guys reckon that they really sent him the season 3 scripts though after all the fucking
Oh yeah.
shit?
Yeah.
Oh
reckon?
yeah. Yeah.
Just,
I
yeah, I
reckon
do.
they
You know
even
why?
sent him
No,
up
but
for
you know
season
why? You know why they sent? Why I think they sent it to him? Because they can say that. They can say
So they can,
Brandon
yeah, okay.
Sanderson has
Yeah.
seen these scripts,
Yes.
and whether he's approved. They're not going to say whether he approved them or not. They're going to say
Unless
he's
and now they can
been
keep his name involved. He is still
No,
involved.
unless Amazon did what they did to Peter Jackson, where they questioned his input and then they basically ghosted him.
But that's
They
different.
could have
I
done
mean,
that
I
with Sanderson for the
point. I get your point, Lyle, but I think it's different because Jackson was more of a courtesy. It was more like publicity, I think, more like a narrative they could put in the media. And in this case, I mean, Jackson wasn't involved in the show. He doesn't have a producer or EP credit at all. Sanderson does. Sanderson's name was on
Yeah,
this
his
show.
name's
And
on
we
it.
have to go back through and look at season 2 to see if his name is on this show or if he said, take my fucking name off this show. But
No,
I
but
guarantee
I'm-
you his name is
I'm
not
talking-
going to be on season 3. You know?
No, that's why I said it wouldn't surprise me though if Amazon did say to Sanderson, "We'll send you season 3 scripts," but they don't do it. They basically said, "No, we're not going to."
I think they
When I
said
say
it to
go
him,
to
and
like
that's
Peter Jackson, that's what I meant. Where they basically
I know.
promised to send him scripts, but they didn't. They could have done that for season 3 with Sanderson. Said, "Look, we'll send you some stuff about season 3."
They could have fucked him
And
that way.
once he started speaking out,
Possible.
they basically ghosted him and said,
it could be either or neither, but I think they're.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards they sent him stuff. And you could be right. Like that's not. This is all speculation. So who fucking
It's all
knows, right?
speculation.
But
yeah.
but like I like the through line of they sent him stuff. He hated it, so he's trying to distance himself. And on top of that, the reason that they sent it to him is so they can still try to attach his name to it. That makes sense to me. Whether you like him or don't like his stuff, he is the number one fantasy author right now by a fucking mile. So they want
there's not even a second
by
place.
a mile.
You guys are right. I mean, you guys are absolutely right. Whoever gets them and is smart enough to say, you just make what sold all these books and made you a millionaire multi times over, and we'll just get all these new subscribers and keep our fucking mouth shut. The first streaming service to do that is going to blow this shit wide open. Netflix is heads and above everybody else. YouTube is still number one, guys. Like as far as streaming content goes, number two is Netflix. I mean, I don't want it to go to Apple, but maybe it would be okay. I'd like it to go to HBO, but
I find it so. And I'm pretty sure after hearing his update today, he has not made it. He was shopping. He did not make a deal still because nobody will front the fucking money to do it properly, and he is holding fast.
They're going to change his already diverse.
That's why. Well, right. I think, but that's also why. But I think that's why he's holding on to it. Part of it is they want to take it from him, and he's like, no. And they go, well, we're not going to give you this money. Then he's going to be like, fine, I'm in no rush. Fuck off.
Yeah.
And that's great. And So there's no deal. And like these studios are stupid. And the first one that actually wants to make billions upon billions of dollars will front that money and make it back when the first fucking movie's released. They'll make it back and then some, and it'll be and it'll be like Lord of the Rings all over again, where fucking New Line looked like geniuses for greenlighting Peter Jackson, and they're still fucking raking in money from that decision. So like do we not? I guess we don't learn from history anymore in the world.
I gotta shit, my camera froze up, but I'm just gonna say this.
It's a good pose, but.
I know it's like it looks like I had a stroke, but imagine if he goes to Jackson and says, "Would you do this for me?" And then they just made these movies and said, "Fuck you" to everybody. I gotta bounce. I gotta drop. I'll come right back. Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that would
be amazing. That would be the best result ever.
I still hope everybody dicks him around enough that he finally just says, "All right, fuck it, Dragonsteel Studios." Dragonsteel Studios is open. I'm going to hire the best fucking people out. Fuck it. I'll go hire Peter Jackson and fucking
he's got the money
tell him my vision. I mean,
he should do that anyway.
He should do that. That's what he should do right now. Just fucking crowdfund it and give a piece of the studio away to everybody that crowdfund. It'll be fucking funded. Just say if you like, it's this simple. It's this simple. Say, okay, we are going to crowdfund Dragonsteel Studios. Here's my promise to you. If you fucking donate much, we're gonna put your fucking name on a brick of the building that we build for this fucking studio, and your name will be imprinted on the fucking building, and you get a piece of fucking stock or some shit. And it's like they will fucking fund it in minutes.
100%. Also, if you fund it, listen, we can make Mistborn the same way that I wrote it. If you kick in, here you go. That's it.
Yes.
Say that, and every motherfucker that's ever read the book.
Dragonsteel fucking is already sold out the fucking con in 5 fucking minutes.
That tells you all you need to know, really.
I have no idea how many. I have no idea how many tickets they sold, but they're gone.
What? It's plenty. It's a big convention.
It's huge.
Yeah, there was heaps of people there last year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the $1,500, $350 VIP tickets were fucking gone first.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like, what the fuck? So it's like,
it's Swift concert, mate. It's the same as the Swift concert.
And it has I have trouble believing people won't front the money. I have a lot of trouble believing that people will not put up the money for this with all the fucking receipts he has to how successful he is right now. I have a hard time believing that they won't give him the money. It has to be creative differences, and them wanting to change something or take control away from him. It fucking has to be. It can't be
And he
money.
and he
It
and he
He
can't
said,
be.
doesn't need the money. He
No, he
doesn't,
doesn't.
and I think that Hollywood doesn't know what to do with this guy because it's like, I'm doing you a favor, assholes.
Yeah.
I don't
It
need
would
your
be.
money. All I need to do is announce I'm going to make like another trilogy. I'll have $80 million in like a month. Like, fuck
No,
off.
well, that's what we just said.
It would be
If he
fake.
crowdfunded the studio, he would have.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
could make $100 million in fucking a
Like that.
week, like
Yeah.
maybe even shorter. If he gave some,
If it was
gave some,
if it was
he-
actually for like correct, if it was for studio type stuff, and if he said we're gonna do this, it's gonna be exactly like this, mate. You've got like the world is literally his oyster.
give a tiny piece, just a tiny piece, just name on the building, name on a brick. You know what? We'll give you a piece. You know what? We'll give you 0.1% of the fucking, like, do like the goddamn that scam place that gave you a 1 by 1 foot acre lot in Scotland, and you call
yeah, the
yourself a
title.
lord. Fucking, you get an honorary fucking Stormlight Radiant title or some shit.
No,
and you get
but
a
you could-
plaque or some shit.
Steve,
Like, I mean,
Even
good
better,
lord.
you could be a named
Here's
you could
the
be a
thing,
named
guys.
character in one of Amaran's armies or whatever on the Shattered Plane. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing. Brandon Sanderson can fundraise. I mean, if a small Christian studio like Angel Studios can fundraise enough to make movies that are being shown in Hollywood, I don't doubt Brandon Sanderson can do much better than that himself and make things. It's got to be that I think he thinks that you have to go through Hollywood to do it. I just think he thinks that.
Well,
might
you
be
got
right.
to for production, or for distribution. And distribution is where
distribution.
things get super hinky. They get super weird. Okay, it is kind
was
of
finding that
a
out.
syndicate. You know, yeah. What was that, Alden?
No, that's true. That's true. And Angel, which you just mentioned, Lyle, is finding that out right now. What Salty
Yeah.
said is absolutely true. The distribution is the key.
It sucks.
Oh my God.
You know,
Hollywood tried to destroy them when they tried to release the film that shall not be named, but we all know what I'm talking about when Hollywood tried to destroy them. So
Yes,
yeah.
I get what you're saying, but I think come on, I think Sanderson has enough money that he could find a way to distribute, is what I'm saying.
yeah.
I don't think he's ready to. I don't know that he's ready to fucking piss off all of Hollywood yet.
In Hollywood
No,
has
that'd be
nothing
cool.
better to do with their time. Hollywood is nothing but like they don't make movies anymore. They make propaganda. They do shit for the globalist messaging. And so he knows that, and it's like that's why he's sitting on his shit. Now,
He
are
has-
we ever going to come out of this? No, we're never going to come out of this. So at some point, somebody's going to have to start making their own movie studio and distribution system.
So Forsaken. Well, I mean, hold on. So similar to the independent video game industry, where all the independent video games are making a boatload because they don't need the fucking AAA studios. From what I know, there is a treatment of Mistborn out there. There's a screenplay treatment that he is shopping around because that's what he wants to be done first. But nobody it hasn't been picked up. Or
I
there's no
just
deal signed.
he's not going to agree to anything that is going to jeopardize what he has created. Again, he doesn't have stars in his eyes and he's going to take a shitty deal. He doesn't need their deal. Like, I'm sure I think what's most important to him is his legacy and that what he made actually be made the way that he already made it. Not some dipshit like that Dan whatever who was the executive over Wheel of Time, or Jennifer Sulky with every goddamn thing that went off a cliff on Amazon. You know,
I think part of it might also be that, and another small thing that came out from his little update, he may be worried about taking on too much, because for the first time I've ever heard him say it, he is behind. I have never, since I've been a fan of Brandon Sanderson, heard him be behind on a project or
Smart
a book.
man.
And
Behind
he
on what?
is
Behind on what? What's he behind on?
Wins and Truth. He's behind.
No!
He's fallen behind. He's not far behind, and he's confident he'll catch up. And we know how he rolls. He'll lock himself in a room for 2 days and catch up. But But
I'm wanting to catch up. I want it to be
he's
amazing.
fallen because of all the stuff that he's dealing with. Even now, he has fallen behind writing Stormlight 5.
But that's a
And
smart man. That's
Yeah.
a smart man. This is how people destroy their businesses when they stop being what made them successful in the first place. Okay? He's a great writer. He does great cons. He needs to find somebody that he can trust to take this and be a professional in what they know how to do. Filmmaking, do the studio. The problem I think that he's encountering, and I think everybody on this panel and in chat's going to agree with this, is that these movie studios are no longer in the business of making fucking movies. You know, I don't know. They're in the business of losing money. Okay. And then they put shit in theaters nobody goes to see. But they don't make movies anymore. There's rare exceptions like Mario Brothers, Dune 2. We're starting to get some okay stuff on streaming. I loved Shogun. Masters of the Air was really good. But my God, I don't. Hollywood is fucked. And they literally do not know how to make movies anymore at all. They don't.
Wasn't it Jerry Seinfeld that just said yesterday?
Yes.
Movies are done. He said
Yeah.
movies are done.
No.
They're done. They're not the Hollywood anymore.
Well, they are because I firmly believe that this was done intentionally because no one is this fucking stupid. Nobody gets to lose this much amount of money and fail this consistently and keep their jobs if you're actually in the business of doing what it is that you claim.
You mean
Okay.
Disney doesn't require another Marvel movie to fail in order to realize why they're failing?
No, or another Star Wars thing. Yeah, the earnings call today was I watched the stock price in real time, and it was literally like this. It was just right into the fucking ground. So Disney's going to be back under $100, which is great, but for some reason they're still going to continue to exist, and they're going to do all the same shit that fucked up their company, and it's not going to change. It's not. I don't give a shit what the bigger channels say. We're not winning anything. You know, these studios are starting to reap finally the utter ruin that they created for themselves. But is that winning for us to lose the studios that, if they were not fucking morons, could have given us okay entertainment? You know?
And yet, yes, I think, and that, you know, I think that's what I know. Me and Aldan have said that, and we took some heat a few times. He's learned a lot, and I think he's stepped back and been smart playing the game, as we've said many times. Just trying to figure it out because look, he's a book guy. He's a book nerd. He's a fantasy nerd. He writes books. He doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, he loves it. That's what people don't get. That's what people don't. I think people don't really appreciate the trueness of what you just said, Steve. Like he's a genuine nerd. Like he genuinely loves this stuff. He loves the lore. He loves all of those things. He loves the accuracy of the, you know, like he loves things. He loves to see things that he's imagined in his mind.
Yep.
Played out the way that it should be played out, the way that the author intended it. Brandon loves that. Like he's a genuine nerd. He's the same as us. He really, really is. And I think people underappreciate that when they're like, they don't understand that like a really nice guy's not going to like have a crack at people in the same vein, right? So like two things can be true at once, right? I think that what you just said is true, Steve.
Yep.
And he owns all of this stuff. That's the thing. He owns all of this. No one else does. It is strictly his. And because it is strictly his, he holds all the cards because none of these are in.
He's smart. He's smart. He's the only one that's doing the exact same thing that we've said that all of Wheel of Time should be doing. Go to BrandonSanderson.com. He has pages and pages of fucking merchandise for all of his shit. And guess what? If I could, I'd buy fucking all of it. But I don't have that much money.
The Dragon Banner, dude.
By the way, there's no Wheel of Prime. There's no Wheel of Prime merchandise.
No. That's what I'm saying. Is he's smart? No. He's monetizing his fucking creations in a smart way. There's fucking he's got banners of all fucking the you know he's just smart. He's smart. He's monetizing his creation in a way that's interesting and cool and that people want. And it's just He's fucking beating all these people
I
with
mean,
their own game.
He's a multi-millionaire. Not
Right.
only that, but he's given how much of his money? 10% to the Church of Latter-day Saints, if that's
And
if I
and
remember
he
correctly.
goes every time he does one of these fucking Kickstarters, he goes and funds like I don't know. He funds a whole
kids?
bunch of he just goes and he just blanket funds a whole bunch
Yeah.
of fantasy authors because he fucking can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hollywood doesn't know what to do with that because they can't bribe him. They can't cajole him. He doesn't need them. They need him more than he needs them. But the problem is he knows not to trust them with anything. And I think if it came to contracts, like that guy would be specifying every single fucking thing. Every single thing.
And Whisker
that
Fisherman,
not allowed.
like some of I like some of the Marvel movies as well. But they did cost us something for sure. I think the big cost was that I think the Marvel movies, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, is really I think where it started to become cool to be a nerd or a geek,
Yeah.
and that's where everybody, fucking all the nerds got nerd
Well,
boners going.
I've
Dude,
heard
oh
this
my god, I
theory,
can be
and
popular.
don't-
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, Lyle.
I've heard
Oh,
this
and-
theory.
Oh shit, I didn't see it.
I've heard this theory, and I don't know if you guys would agree or not, but I've heard people say that as nerds, because a lot of people said what really killed the nerdom as we know it and all of our friends is it became mainstream. It used to be niche. When it became mainstream, you got a bunch of, for lack of a better word, activists infiltrating into all of this. They never
Yeah,
bothered
but
to in the past because it wasn't
living
cool.
But we've been living this for 10 years now.
Yeah.
You know,
it's
I
not
mean,
just-
like we're yeah.
True.
it's not just this. That's right. It's
No,
just
it's
attention. It's whatever has the public's attention is going to draw the attraction of whatever forces that are trying to manipulate certain
Yes.
things in society, right? And so and Marvel
That's
was
it.
a product of that, right? It had everybody's attention at a specific point in time. So a lot of the messages needed to be injected into it for that reason. And we are paying them. And that
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Dan.
no, you're right, man. That we are paying the cost for that.
Well,
There is a cost.
Why do you think Salman Amanad, part of the Clinton and Obama White House staff, their daughter got put into Marvel Comics with no experience in comics? And then what happened to Marvel Comics? Like, all of this stuff was co-opted to do exactly what it was that Al Dan said. And now we're on the other side of it. Now, have you noticed all of these movie studios and all of these media organizations are cutting all of these people? You know why they're doing that? Because they achieved what they set out to do, which was to demoralize and to divide us. Now, here we are. We're demoralized. We just want good shit. We're divided, or we think we are. Actually, we're 99.999% of, we're all the same opinion in the audience here in America, But they think they've succeeded, so now they're tearing down all these organizations which they managed to corrupt. And now we're living this part,
Well, we went another 45 minutes after I said we'd gone for 2 hours, so that's cool. No, that's okay. But I'm pooped. I'm out of juice, guys. So thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes and for hanging out. Thank you for the super chats. Very generous, all of you. Thank you, Whisker Fisherman, for the membership as well. And yeah, so tomorrow we're finishing Fight Autopsy for season 8 or for season 8, season 2. So hopefully we get through it. Holy shit. What's that?
There's no chance you get through it.
How long
Oh,
have you
God.
been doing that battle? How many videos have you done on that battle at Falmouth? It's got to be, 3 by now?
Oh, we're at 8. This is 8. Yeah. We're at 8. That's how bad it is. So hopefully we see the finish line tomorrow night. So but yeah, so thanks everybody, and we will hopefully see you tomorrow or soon for something else.
See ya.
Ta-ta.
Nice.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Good night.
Good
Wheel of
night.
time, you say? I have no idea, but I do love this chair. It's great. Ooh, what's that? Hey, a pine cone. Smells delightful. Ah, let's get that out of here. Let's go. Man, my own bones are aching. I like going for a walk. Hey, that's a birdie. Look at that up there. I like birdies. Oh, what's that over there in the forest? Oh, you know what I could really go with? A tree hug. Wonderful.